Grab yourself a seat and keep those hands in the vehicle at all times. You're about to be taken on a ride through the untamed wilds of internet role-playing. Observe them in their natural habitat.
So you head out.
You know that would be funny! I didn't know there'd be consequences!
Enjoy the splendor of their spurgery.
Felix, who is the lion fauna,
And feast your eyes upon the questionable creations of internet randoms.
Actually, I've never DM'd before.
This is the Supernova Safari.
Hi, I'm Blake, and well, I just got done impaling this, people, so time to crack open a jug of milk. I'm joined by Noah.
You taught me if someone looked down on me, I should burn their house down! You told me that, Father! Those are your words!
Liam.
Don't worry, Ben. I'll stay with you till your last breath.
And Ben.
Kind of looks like a cat. I guess we should call it like the Felix Garfield or something.
I'm gonna shit my pants.
Fuck. Good thing that one was last.
How do we talk about this episode?
We don't. Bye.
I got a good opening. So, we did find out the answers to the question in the first episode are, since these guys are in the ranges of like 28 and 46, are they just really shit pirates or really late bloomers? They're just like really late bloomers. They're just like old fucking men that just decided to suddenly become pirates.
It's badass. They had midlife crises.
Very cool.
What's a devil fruit? It's like, okay, you better fucking like have just started being a pirate, because if you're like a pirate that's been at it for like 10 years and you still like know it this vaguely, damn, you're shit.
Yeah, I mean, they say at one point, they're like, yeah, we started a few weeks ago. And I can't tell if that's them being dumb or like a soft retcon to that whole big crew they had. I think that's just them kind of forgetting that detail entirely. I don't think that's like a retcon.
I mean,
you should just ignore the first episode.
I mean, like, we went over extensively in the, like, when discussing it, why, like, the fact that he's had, like, a bunch of other extra, like, no-name characters that just died, or it's like, why? What? This is bizarre. And
that's how they just brushed past it and never bring
It's
it
getting
up
a little less bizarre, actually, their reaction to murder.
So yeah.
Well, I just want to say I'm glad we had a good reaction to our first episode. Turns out some of the fans actually watch these guys.
Yeah.
We won't hold that against you.
Yeah, not at all. I've been told this series gets good, or at least better.
It's definitely interesting.
And if it gets better, woo! We're in for a masterpiece then. Cause I had a lot of fun this episode.
So,
yeah, I guess I did too.
So the shipbuilder person that like everyone,
You're
this,
gonna
I
tell
like.
me you forgot his name?
Yes.
Yeah, of course I did.
You forgot Fridgeworth?
Fridgeworth, fuck.
He loves hanging, but is also given them the ship. That has a bear on it. Now I'm gonna say, I think
I forgot something.
This is the beginning of the episode. Is the ship?
Oh my god! I immediately had forgotten a detail that's important.
I'm gonna say, in terms of like symbols for a ship, I think a bear is a pretty good one. I mean, I like bears.
I liked it because he's perturbed. I think that's funny.
I mean, personally, I might have gone to something like a horse sporting a massive erection, but this is okay.
Very good One Piece Bridge series reference for all you uninformed people. Go watch that.
But note the eyes.
No, I think it's much funnier with no context. And you think Blake's like a weirdo.
That's fair. That's also really funny. Okay, yeah, they acquired the ship. All right, Kecker Cringe. I think the Yogi Poo is an amazingly good name for a ship. I think the context of how they came to the name pisses me off, but I still really like the name.
What do you mean?
Oh no!
You just named the two famous bear characters.
Sorry, let me speak because I'm in full agreement with Noah. I also think it's a good name.
Let me speak because I've.
All right, then let me say something too. I also think it's a good name, but only on the context that they did not come up with it, and they're like, "Fuck, is it really called that?" That is the only way that works, in my opinion. But unfortunately, they're the ones who named
because everyone else said they liked it, and I have to conform.
Yeah.
Based.
Only we had a rebel among us.
Cut the episode.
I'll tell you, spoilers for the rest of the episode. I still am not like enthralled with Pearl.
What the fuck? You don't like Pearl?
She didn't do much, but I thought she was fine.
I am gonna snap your neck.
We'll get into
You had better like Pearl right now.
Cute this episode.
We can get into it.
Also a human being.
We can get into
this. People.
We can get into it later.
I'm gonna kill you.
This fucking guy. Let me get ahead of it. I still don't like her. Oh, we bring up her complaints. We'll get to those later.
I didn't say I didn't like her. I said I'm not.
Parentheses around Blake's name.
I said I'm not enthralled with her.
Okay. I like how he also just says the ship is a galleon. And it's like a small one. And Tekking's like, well, that's still big. And Osagi's like, it's like the shape of a galleon. It's like he's just rapidly realizing he doesn't know what a ship is.
He doesn't know anything about boats. I feel that.
It's smaller than the Going Merry, so it's like not a galleon.
Awesome.
Okay, fucking floats. Picture.
We talk about how Fridgeworth and his family believe that human beings were descended from bears instead of monkeys, by the way.
That's funny.
Like a
well, I mean, did he mean like all human beings or like him?
All human beings.
I don't know. I kind of read it more like wherever he's from. It's more like okay. We're all descended from bears.
Yeah, that's the impression I got. It's like his people. His people come from bears.
Okay, his people, not just being his like immediate family. Okay. Yeah, that was funny.
Yeah,
pretty good bit.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty goofy.
Which should have made. I mean, I don't know. There's nothing. It's a weird thing where like he couldn't do anything. Like he couldn't have come up with that funny name. I mean, he could have, but like, if that guy was the guy like, oh, it's called the Yogi Poo, and they'd be like, fucking Christ. Yeah, thanks for the ship.
Yeah, and so to stop the players from sitting there like dilly-dallying for like fucking 45 minutes, he just fucking Rustage like heard them say a name and was like, okay, I'm just sticking to that, and he said it 3 times and the players gave up. They're like, yeah, I guess.
His players. As everyone knows, players are just fucking weak. They'll take it.
I mean, when like it probably would have taken them fucking forever to actually sit there and decide on a name.
Oh, absolutely.
Absolutely. If you just hear them say one thing, it's like, fuck it, they're going with that one. Move along.
Yeah.
I mean, we never named our adventuring company in our 5th edition game, so.
Good.
I mean, I'd rather not.
What?
Save the child.
Oh, well, I mean, hold on. They have to whinge for a while about, like, routes they're gonna take. But, yeah, after, like, that, where they're like, oh, fuck, Sea Kings. I ain't never seen one of them before. It's like, okay, I mean...
I mean, it depends on the qualifications, I guess, of the Sea King. They're not... in canon, they're not, like, very prevalent in the blues. Like, actual Sea King... Like, Momu was like a big thing for the blue, and like that thing's way smarter than a Sea King.
Yeah, but Ragnar's fucking adventurer from his village killed one and brought it to him. They ate it, you know.
No, that's sure. Well, yeah, that's like a big thing. Also, he's like mentally handicapped, so you know.
Also, he's just like talking about D&D shit.
Could have been a big fish.
He's mentally handicapped. Yeah. Holy shit.
Anyway, let's talk about.
I will say, it's funny because he said, like, oh, the map has, like, red writing on it where, like, the X is. I'm like, yeah, my early maps had red writing on them, too, where the airports were. Every time we'd just go to that map and, like, fucking one of you two would scribble out the airport for me.
Why was there an airport, Blake?
I picked a fucking island map I saw and forgot there was an airport on it.
Okay.
I mean, I like how much of a non-choice this map had, though. It was like, you could go through the Sea Kings or the Marine checkpoint. And they're like, what if we, like, go in the middle along, like, the coast of the island and, like, ignore both of them? And he was like, oh, shit.
I feel like he meant that to be, like, Sea King territory. But
he drew it too far from the
drew
coast.
It too far, and he was too scared to correct them. It felt like a hashtag new GM moment where he realized a very small mistake that his players are taking immediate advantage of. And if, a normal person would be like, oh, nah, that's what I meant by Sea King Zone. And they'd go, of course, sir.
I kneel, sir.
Hey, it landed them in an interesting water. He just basically took the Marine patrol route area and stapled it on here anyway, so very good.
It's the funny DM illusion of choice. You have two
Quantum
paths.
Ogre.
They're both the same, yes.
They're both the same, the Quantum Ogre exception path.
Yeah, and that's disgusting, and I won't stand for it.
Anyway, so then we see Rustage as a GM who cares about player choice and will respond to it, which I like. Because he then has little Timmy or little Jimmy was it?
Little Timmy
from the last episode apparently started talking to one of his unreliable friends about how he saw a spoon and he's now being hung for it. Because this sounds funny.
He's actually being hanged for it.
Oh yeah, he keeps saying hanged. Sorry. My bad. My fucking
I didn't
bad.
catch that.
They did say, they did consider they wanted to go see the hanging before they realize it's him.
Fucking Fridgeworth is just oh boy, a hanging. Everyone's favorite.
You folks haven't seen the hanging yet? Oh, you should stay.
I love how the wiki says. The shipwright says that doesn't matter because they get to see another execution, showing that even this shipwright is part of the culture. Thanks, wiki.
Can I just say, the plot point of people being hanged, so they ignore it here. But even then, if they didn't, I feel like it was kind of wasted, wasn't it?
Yeah,
it wasn't brought up at all until they were leaving.
It was just set dressing at the end of the day. It was funny set dressing, but
the really weird thing to me is I'd assume if you make this the gimmick of your town, and obviously the players are criminals. So the gimmick of the town is anyone who commits any crime is hung. This should be used to add some kind of tension, but they literally walk through town. It's hey, I'm a pirate. Wait, no, you didn't hear that. No, I'm not. And it's no one at all ever intends to actually punish them for the crimes, not even having the spoon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
it was a little softballed. Not that I'm saying it needs to be crazy, but
I guess it makes me question the gimmick at all of it's a little weird, and then you're not even using it for what I'd assume would be the best intention of having it.
I would have expected more.
Yes. Yeah. But honestly, an island that chooses not to have marine protection and then takes laws into its own hand, honestly probably wasn't the first island choice I would have picked.
Yeah, I mean...
Then again, neither are the next three any of the first islands I would have picked for a starting area in the South Blue. Yeah. But we can get to that a bit later.
Little bit. I won't say any of them necessarily besides the middle one are uninteresting islands. I like these ideas. I think they could have been used more. I think Hanging Island Marine-less Justice was a good idea. I think that could have been something a little more substantial. It almost was something a little more substantial because they're because I'm sure in Rustage's head he went, oh, well, they'll obviously see the fruitless injustice of society and wish to go not only stop their own mistakes that accidentally affected someone, a child, in fact, but they'll also wish to make a splash as their new debut as pirates. So then we have the discussion.
Ron just walked away from him?
What? Okay, let me explain something. I'm going to get ahead of the jokes. William is just Cherry Island Ron, but the whole time, and didn't get stopped. And this is what it would have looked like.
Yeah, he was drunk Liam at fucking
if we didn't have a break and go, hey, Liam, so are you okay? He's like, yeah, I've been drinking. If we didn't do that, this is what happens.
Oh my god, why is episode 5 in 2 parts? I wonder why.
Because we had a break where we asked, let's go resettle. Liam, are you drunk? Yes.
Are you sure Ron wants to do that?
Surely.
Oh, when you say it out loud, that sounds pretty fucking bad, doesn't
wait a
it?
minute. When you say town, you mean like people, not like goblins. Fuck.
Wait,
You see people?
It's something like that's just really funny because I completely agree with you, Noah. Where it's like Rustage probably planned this to actually be like a plot point in terms of like just the hangings and just the general atmosphere.
Funny little NPC they all liked and said, "I'm gonna kill him." Also, he's a child, so on a baseline, it's already tragic. Also, it's by accidentally your fault by poor circumstances.
And like they just straight up don't give a fuck.
Well, no, let's be clear. So, just once again, reiterate. Because he saw a spoon, Little Timmy is going to be hung. William then goes, I don't know. Like, why do they hate spoons? I don't know. This is kind of dumb. Anyway, so yeah, we should, maybe we, like, dock somewhere on the other side of the island so they don't know where we're docked, and then, I don't know, guys. This is, like, a tough call, but I think we should just go to that treasure that's not going anywhere.
Yeah, it's like I think it's like a waste of our time.
I can't believe how this is what made me laugh immediately, because when I saw this in the episode, I went to the wiki, and the wiki downplays this whole discussion so much and tries to, like, it's just a paragraph, but I feel like there's a lot of details of character points in here where, like, Ragnar's busting out the, like, well, it's the sin of the fathers and the people who perpetuate this culture will die by it. and Duros in the corner going, but
lagging out.
Isn't this kind of up, you know? Because his connection's bad. And Verona talking about how he's getting visibly more uncomfortable as William's just like, I don't really... This child can die. I don't really give a fuck. He seems excited. He seems into it.
I'll name my gun after him.
Let's just go to the hanging and watch.
Verona's only choice is to name his gun after him as a sign of memorial for this child they could have stopped.
I really like Verona, and I'm so happy a major part of this session was just him and fucking William together alone.
I will say, Verona, I like him. Lost points for being such a stooge this episode. Kind of a retard, but would not have taken the choices he did.
And again, I feel like a lot of people did this.
I feel like Duros probably had some banger lines that were just unfortunately unable to be understood.
Yeah, Lost Pause was having some connection issues. A few of them were at various points. I have to say, this conversation blew me away. Ben, what's your thoughts on this? On Lil Timmy's sign off to death?
Little Timmy, again, as I described a little bit, we did not speak on this too much before we started, but like I said, this is the real session where you can tell these guys have not played D&D before. This is like, yeah, like, who gives a fuck about this kid? Like, it's not this kid, it's like our friend playing this kid.
Yeah.
Like, who gives a fuck if a child dies? It's like, okay, well, you clearly don't have your character down yet, Liam. And you clearly are just making a mistake that you're going to regret later. And I wish I could go back in time and stop this from happening, but I can't, so.
Yeah, it's just
awesome.
It's just like, do you really want to commit to your characters being this fucking, like, just
ambivalent.
Okay with this?
It really is. Like, I don't know what it is about D&D or, like, role-playing games in general, but, like, the easiest thing you can always do is just to be, like, an asshole who doesn't care about anyone else. And, I mean, don't get me wrong, you can do that well. Not to say that that's inherently bad. It's just, like, alright, well, if I care about something, I'll have to, like, emote and be like, no, we have to save that kid. I don't want to do that. That would be really cringe in front of my friends. That'd be really cringe if I did that. So I'm not gonna do that. That'd be really scary. Also, Kevin can hear me in the other room. Wait.
Oh fuck. Yeah, it's basically shit where it's like
again, emote
it feels
too much
like
Kevin.
You're literally just not. it feels like you're literally just like exasperated by the idea of having emotional responses or like consequences. And it's like I just can't. I guess I don't believe at this point in the episode, I don't want to believe these characters are this morally dubious. And I'm just scratching my head going, are they worried they're gonna like die if they try this?
I mean, like, what I'm curious by is like what did Rustage have in mind? Because I'm pretty confident stating he was prepared for them to go to that execution and take some type of action. But they didn't. And like it's left me wondering like what I wonder what like he planned to happen here.
I don't know. I don't know.
Like
it had to have been a confrontation, and they probably would have had a chance to just either talk him down or fight their way out and get a little cabin boy or something.
Yeah, it's like is there like a townsfolk character that's like, he's like the mayor of the town, he's the one that like aggressively pushes the idea that they should specifically hang people?
It's yeah, I don't know. I feel like we said, this could have been used a little bit more, and I feel like this might have been the end for it.
Oh yeah, because I mean like wasn't like yeah like last episode those fucking pirates, like the fishermen, like fucking pirates or whatever, they were like under the mayor's house.
Okay, well, I don't remember if I ever actually remember to talk about this, how retarded it was, where Rustage asked them, "What did you think they were working with the mayor?" Like he explicitly pointed out that they were hiding there, and the mayor wasn't supposed to know they were there in his wine cellar, and they just had like one guard in on it. What the fuck did he mean by this? We didn't talk about that, I think, or enough.
Hide where they'll never expect you the most, right under their noses.
Is that like the literal logic?
It's foolproof. It's not foolproof.
It's not.
It's pretty weird. I think
it's cool.
I think I just fucking ignored that detail because I just couldn't believe that's actually what it is.
I guess I was waiting to see if more came of it, maybe, was my only reasoning at the time, and I see that nothing did.
I feel like that is not the fault of the GM in that instance.
Yeah.
I'm pretty confident from the way he was portraying this, he was probably prepared for them to engage with it more than not at all.
Yeah.
Should have made it more enticing, I guess.
But yeah, they just stammer on, and I just like spit out my drink when Williams is like, thinking about it. I rather not.
Because there's no time concern. There's no reason for them not to get involved besides their own fear. But they don't really act like they're worried about it being difficult. They act like there's like, I really want to get in on this treasure map thing. Like it's in danger of being found. When it's like the guy's like, I have a fucking treasure map. Doesn't really strike me as a commodity that's gonna have someone else looking for it, personally.
Yeah, it really is just like, it's so weird. Because like you're saying, the reasoning isn't that like, oh shit, we're gonna like, we might get into a big fight and like we can't really handle that. It's like, no, these people seem absurdly confident in their own abilities. So it's just like, why the fuck are you, like, you're taking the most like, evil option. Why?
Whoa. I'm not evil. I'm just not helping the guy who's about to get executed. It's not my fault. The town is evil.
I'm kind of involved in it, but like, it's their fucked up morals. Quote, he's into the culture too. It's fine.
And then they like start.
They did literally say that. Don't forget, they're like, you know what? This is like what they're about.
Well, then once they get on the boat, they start
their own meeting.
Yeah, when they get in the boat, they start reasoning out. Well, like, hey, maybe he's gonna have like an erection when he's getting hung. Maybe he'll like it.
They literally talk about how he's gonna enjoy it.
Yeah, maybe he'll like enjoy it, and like he'll die with a smile. And it's just like, does that mean you should just be okay with it?
You know what, guys? I think we're getting a little too hung up on the morals. Like, yeah, we have these like gay morals we have, but like, think about this: they're pirates. Like,
They are pirates. They're badass, cool pirates.
they're badass, cool pirates. Like, why would they care about some dumb kid, even though they technically gave them the spoons or whatever?
Yeah.
Whatever.
Technically did themselves all the time.
And as Ragnar said, if he can't, fight his way out of his own execution, he deserves to die.
Thank you, Ragnar quote. He deserves to die if he can't fight his way out of his own execution. Fuck the innocents. We're pirates. Sorry. There's a really there was one funny joke where they said at first when they were talking about the ship where they went the poo, and then Lost Paws went the going poo, and I thought that was very funny.
Really? Because I rolled my eyes.
I thought that's funny because it's like funny. Going Mary.
I heard something I'm familiar with.
It made me laugh because he said going poo like you're gonna take a shit.
I got some good news, Noah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I got some good news. Entertainment is being made for you. This is your time to shine.
They also, at one point, someone stopped and made me retch because they went, I just picture Pearl as like a really tsundere Trish Una from JoJo.
That was Tekken.
God, I'm glad I missed that line.
That was Tekken.
I was Tekken. Oh! I forgot!
Awful.
Okay, I'm glad I'm looking back at my notes instead of the wiki summary because that was worthless for the scene. When they're considering getting involved, maybe Rustage didn't have anything, because when they're getting involved, Pearl comes in with this, like, literal black pill take where she's like, but we have to think about what happens if we start a fight, the crossfire, who will get hurt by this fight in the middle of town. There's all these people in the other town.
Sorry, that's so funny. We have to consider the children.
We have to consider
when the debate
being murdered by a crowd. But like,
all right, I tie one child to a train track and I tie 15 to the other.
Guys, if we just start firing, think of the crossfire. What the fuck?
No, they got a point.
Then Ragnar follows that up with the winning line. Well, they're kind of asking to be murdered while watching a hanging. And then Pearl just continues down the Shapiro line of logic where she starts going, counterpoint Ragnar. Instead of this conversation going anywhere after that, because she said counterpoint to start, Briggs would be really funny if he said Ragnar lost her at counterpoint. And that conversation ends there.
That would be really funny.
And then the next time Ragnar speaks up, he's in favor of the hanging. So Briggs is really narrowing his character's motivation every second of the time. Duros does also at one point cope conceivably. Like, I guess those are the rules of the land or something. Shut up. Just say Duros isn't happy. Don't try and justify it. You're killing your character.
I will say pretty clearly, I think thinking of like, what will happen to like bystanders when you fight is now a very real consideration once we learn what happens in combat later on.
I was thinking that exact joke. That shit is so cringe. Fucking horrific Pearl of black pills arrives to really make sure no one gets optimistic in this pirate adventure we're on. I don't know. Maybe Rustage.
Did you say they got black pearled?
Holy shit!
Like Pirates of the Caribbean.
That's a good one.
I think Pearl's also like a cannibal.
No one else laughed.
We're not there yet, but that line is awesome. I thought it was funny.
Zones do
so
not.
We're done talking about the hanging.
I mean, what else is there to say besides?
We've talked about it longer than they did.
We probably talked about it more than we should, but I'm still not going to just underplay that they just. They literally. William literally goes like, who cares about innocent people? We're pirates. And I'm just like, hey, we're not in a Pirates of the Caribbean game. And even then, I think they're pretty... I don't know, dude. Wrong kind of pirates are playing.
Well, it's like...
Here's the real crux of the issue, is that I'm pretty sure at the beginning, I heard them say it's been like 5 weeks since their first session. So I think none of them give a shit about the situation in the slightest. And are forgetting how awful this makes them look.
It's just like, maybe this could be me being a bit too, like,
Oh, sorry for moral fagging about child murder.
Yeah, basically.
My character has a really good reason to not care.
But it's
He's a pirate.
But it's like, I feel like wanton murder and like disregard for human life is not very One Piece.
Well, it's not murder, it's justice. He broke the law.
He broke the law.
You know, I feel
laws may be silly, but he broke them willingly and knowingly.
You know, I also feel like respecting stupid laws is also not very.
He also didn't break the law. He just saw one and was decided that that was enough for him to be guilty.
He didn't.
Look, you don't know. He said spoons are outlawed. You don't know if it's like the possession or the mere mention.
That's true. Why isn't his dad being hung then? So Big Timmy throw him under the bus? Is that the implication?
Yeah, that's the guy he talked to.
That it's even darker. Like Big Timmy's like, I've never saw one.
I bet if you were in the moment and said that, Rustage would be like, yeah.
Yeah, he wants to see a hanging.
Yeah, that's it.
He wants to see a hanging.
Because he'd get nervous and say like, oh shit, yeah, sure.
And I bet if I kept pressing, he's like, little Timmy's actually into it. He wants to die.
He's a big little Timmy down below. If you know what I'm saying.
I'm glad Simoin, or whatever the fuck his name, isn't defending his friend little Timmy in the scene. He's just gone comatose. He just pretends like the sun isn't in this scene at all.
Oh yeah.
This is his friend being murdered. He doesn't say a single word in the rest of the session. That character just quest completed. He phased out of existence.
Oh yeah, that's you talk to him again.
What happened?
You talk to him again, and he looks you straight in the eye and says, "My dad's the shipwright."
It's like a WoW escort quest. They just disappear afterwards.
Literally fade out.
Fucking awesome.
Holy shit.
Yeah. Okay, so that island's sucks. They get on the ship. They look at Pearl and go, "Hey, Pearl. So since you're like sticking with us, do you have any skills?" And Rustage thought it'd be really funny if she literally does nothing good. Okay.
I know what she does.
What does she do? We're not at that joke yet, Liam. But
I can't.
No,
I mean, I'll like ride with you because you guys like need me. But I can't cook or help people.
Well, that makes her more fuckable. But I don't know why he'd do that in a One Piece game.
He just said it.
I don't know why he'd do it. I don't know why he didn't give her any. I guess it was really funny.
She's a combatant. She's one of the big three.
I
mean, I think it seems like she is from her performance, but
Ivy's not a cook. She's just autistic.
Listen, but you know how to make the character who fights well work and does nothing else. The problem is like
spin on it. Come on.
No, the problem is William literally never gives weight to anything Pearl says and just keeps calling her a retard. And it's really funny to me that he is so aggressively down on her the entire time.
Good.
I feel like Tekken fucking either hates this character or thinks William is really funny when he's being mean.
William is so cool.
Can we talk about how much I hate William real quick?
Well, before we do, when they're talking, my favorite moment of the Pearl scene is when Duros chimes in, and he says something along the lines of, "She's another comrade, which is good enough for me," but he cuts out when he says comrade, and my brain definitely filled in the blanks with a way funnier thing to say.
She's a cum dumpster. What's more is needed?
It's good enough for me.
Good enough for me. Duros!
And then they say the funniest thing to Liam.
Say it.
Is that she can fish.
But she can't. She can't even fish. It's funny. The fish jump away from her. She catches Boots. They make a funny joke about, wow, why do you always fish up Boots? And then Rustage comes in with, well, you know, guys, there's like a marine wreck. And then no one points out, like, hey, that was like island ago? Dickhead! We aren't on the same island!
It's a long fishing line.
It's a long line.
Yeah, Boots fucking moved.
Yeah, you're really smart for pointing that out anyway.
Yeah, but Ben, sorry, I don't want to distract you. Yeah. Please go off King on William and your dislike for him.
Dude, well, maybe I shouldn't, because he does a lot of dumb shit later Dude, this character, and you know what? I can still believe he gets better later, but right now this character is like actually like, holy shit, guys, what the fuck? Your captain can't do this. Like you can't just have him like walking around saying the N-word like all the time and just murdering people and saying it's so cool to just let people die even though you were involved. You were just involved in it. William, what is wrong with you? Why are you so mean to everybody?
He's so...
It makes it really hard to be a Duros.
I know. Lost Pause is really fucking his character up, like, with having to cope this shit away. I really was, at the start of the episode, considering bringing back the Psycho Pike bit for Psycho William, but after this episode, I think I have to have, like, the reverse, where it's, like, human William moments. Where, like, where we note moments where he's not doing something insane, or, like, completely psychopathic. Like, that's the shit I'm noting. Because the opposite seems to be true most of the time. Modus operandi is to be a fucking freak.
Yeah.
But we're basically at the most exciting point of the episode here. But first, Pearl does say, like, at one point they're talking about how they're, like, kind of hungry because they, like, only have meat or some shit. I think that was, like, a literal thing they rolled for inventory because they brought that up at one point. Because besides that, I didn't really get this joke on why they only have meat. But Pearl talks about how, like, damn, there's, like, a human bit of foot in this boot, or someone says, and she's like, damn, well, we could eat that. They're like, no, and she's like, oh yeah, I definitely want to eat tasty meat. So yeah, Pearl, if you're looking for some meat to eat, I got some for you. Hit me up.
It's just like
classy.
Is it because she's like a Zoan and a dragon? I hope that's not it, because that's not how I think it should be.
It's like it's just a funny line they didn't put enough thought.
Good thing it isn't your game.
Ben gets really pissed off. Stop holding to your standards.
Exactly. Let him finish. She can be a cannibal, dude. I know you just want to hate on Pearl because you don't like her or whatever.
I mean, being a cannibal would be an interesting character trait to work in. Yeah, she's like, yeah, I've eaten people before.
Very cool, then.
Kind of got a taste for it.
back when he still is in his edgy design I started with.
Yeah. Okay, so
that's all, right? Till the island? Is there anything else noteworthy?
Yeah, let's see. Is there even an they bitch about how they have 2 cannons but no cannonballs.
They have boots.
Really
they can fire boots.
You can fire boots. Damn, these boots are funny. I hope they're not like a Chekhov's gun for something really stupid. Anyway, they get on the shore on their path. There's like a small fucking island. They're like, Pearl, here's your chance, babe. Go catch some fish. They're literally washed up on the shore. And Pearl runs at one and it flips back into the ocean. And I laughed. She's so pathetic.
Oh, she's so cute.
She is.
She is cute, like, you fucker!
Anyway, there's like one building on the island with no windows. William and Verona stealth, so they go literally invisible in front of everyone and walk up to it.
I have to ask, did they literally just leave Duros and Ragnar there?
They say, we're gonna go check this out. They hit stealth, and then they leave with as Pearl's running on the beach, chasing fishes, yes. I mean, that's correct. Those fuckers have terrible sneak.
That is fair.
Yeah. So,
yeah,
they hit the shack, and they find Arthur, an old man who lives alone here and fishes for himself. And, quickly mistakes William for his son. Because he's old and senile and feeble. And, of course, the first reaction William has, because he's a psychopath, is, hey, Dad. And we begin, the unraveling.
The best scene
I love
that will never be topped.
This scene is great.
Never?
Can they get worse than this?
Oh, no, this was awful.
This is so based.
This is Ron burns the town down, but literally no one stopped him.
He went through with it.
Oh, yeah.
This scene...
Hey, Dad, how's Mom?
This scene gets...
That is always...
As always. That line was really
okay.
That line was really.
This is where I get.
Is really funny if you're just giving no credit to these NPCs being human. This NPC has so much concentrated Liam learning how to run NPC energy in it. Because Liam, I think your NPCs have gone a lot less like immediately weird. And they seem
where I
more
decide
natural.
character traits and motivations on the fly based on how the conversation's going.
Yes, exactly. Like your characters, they're still funny in a way, but they don't seem as weird as like Harbin Wester's first appearance. This character is literally dropping shit like William's talking to him. He reads the letters and he's like, "You told me to burn down some top. That was pretty fucked up, man." It's killing me.
No,
I can't handle his switch on delivery.
I'm just so sad because there was an opportunity for Verona to do the funniest thing in the world, and he didn't. Which is the exact line of like, "How's mom? She's dead. She's dead as always." And then I really wish Verona just looked at William, took off his goggles, and went, "I'm sorry for your loss."
Oh, fuck that.
I just thought that. I was like, that'd be
Am I crazy? Didn't he do that?
No,
Am I insane?
No, he said something, but he didn't say that. And I was like, that would have been the funniest fucking line.
He said, "Sorry to hear that, Captain." But that's pretty good.
It's just like, I wish he looked at him and just said that fucking joke, because I would have died.
Okay, let's be a little more upfront. We really have to establish what's happening. I mean, we gotta. This is for the future when people uncover this and they're like, "What happened in this podcast?" Okay, listen. So William's here sitting at this table as Arthur, this old man, is just like giving him a bowl of mashed up fish and being like, "It's your favorite, son." He's doing the funny old man voice, and William's like, never at any point does he go, "I should break this routine I have." One thing that was the Marine ships were established before this shack, right? I'm not crazy.
No,
were they? Okay, they just end up here. God, so he's like literally no reason to assume anything here, huh? Jesus.
Yeah, he's just doing that.
This is a lone house on an island, described as literally just a house on an island.
Yeah, exactly.
He's just doing this because he saw the opportunity to be a psychopath.
Yeah. So he just
someone showed weakness, and he has to take advantage because he's cool.
So the nearby place, Miller Island, has Marines on it.
Yes.
And they're slowly unraveling details like, oh, apparently this guy's son is a Marine captain. And oh, he sends me letters. Okay. I got a bone to pick. Haha, very funny, especially for this reference.
Fucking hilarious.
With Rustage, where he says that the captain, whose name is Captain Marrow, and he clearly has the bone fruit, changed his name to Marrow. Rustage, what are you doing? Are you actually establishing this character as like a joke, like already? Like, he got a devil fruit and then changed his name to fit it thematically? You know, in these games, you're just supposed to let that shit happen and not fucking talk about it!
Yeah, like, when One Piece characters have a name that references their devil fruit, that's supposed to just be because it's like a fucking anime.
Hey, Gwen, you ever notice how, like, it's me, Lucy, you ever notice how we all have names and, like, color schemes that match?
Yeah, that's crazy. Did you know I changed my last name to Aranea because it means spider.
Oh, that's
I also made my parents change their last name because, you know.
Oh, that's really cool. I didn't have to do that for mine because my parents hated me.
God damn it, Lucy, every time.
It's not about you, Lucy. It's about me.
Yeah, you're right. Stupid fucking Lucy!
Dumb.
Yeah. So they find out his son has a devil fruit he found, and they immediately are like, damn, we can steal this devil fruit. Even though Rustage said it's from 10 fucking years ago. I think they just all forgot that and assumed there'd be a devil fruit in the house. Is that what actually happened?
That's what Ragnar says, I think. Like, let's check the house in case he has.
Ragnar literally
he left the devil fruit for him.
When Ragnar comes, when he comes over, he starts doing the let's rip up the floorboards moment, unironically.
And then Rustage is like, no, guys, you read the letter wrong. The very obvious meaning in the letter. You messed it up. I, as the DM, fucked up. I know his feel of giving the players a letter and they're just like not parsing the information how I want them to.
To be fair, I got it on the first time. They said it was from 10 years ago.
That is fair.
So he's talking about these letters. He's like, son, you know, I really like these letters. I probably would have killed myself if I didn't get these.
Can you write me a letter right now?
William's just psychopath goes, of course. Oh fuck. He mentioned that Marrow is in charge of the Marines doing their like little pass taxes. Where they're taxing people who go for the area. And he said he put his Lieutenant Hubris in charge of that. Holy shit, man. Did this guy also change his name?
Lieutenant Hubris. It just made me laugh so fucking much.
His fucking name's Lieutenant Hubris.
We also skimmed by it, but literally the first thing he mentions about the letters is that this captain killed another Marine.
Oh yeah!
And he was like, well, he deserved it. And he's like, you lit his house on fire.
And William says, that's what you told me to do, trying to gaslight this old man.
Oh shit, Lee, Ron, it's Captain Fuck Up.
It's Captain Fuck Up. I'm glad that Spooky kind of put his head on and went, hey, is that like, maybe that's my dad he killed. Maybe I should take this letter just in case. There's evidence. So good work, Spooky. You're paying attention. Unfortunately, you weren't paying enough attention to realize what William was doing was fucked up, but, you know. He does describe at one point how Verona is visibly getting more and more disturbed as William keeps going, which I thought was really funny.
Well, yeah, it's watch your captain be like a sociopath.
Yeah. And then William utters a line that I love. Alright, this is gonna come off really fucked up. He started the session by condemning a child to death, so, you know, working off that.
The line exactly is, this is gonna be really fucked up. What I'm about to suggest.
But he then suggests that Verona, you know, beat the old man unconscious with his gun. He then clarifies, yeah, I'm aware that might kill him, but, you know. So, he's not just being retarded, he's willing for the guy to just die in this exchange.
Yes, he's like, yes, I know he's a feeble old man who may just die if we try knocking him out, but do it anyway. I do non-lethal damage, DM.
I can do non-lethal damage, DM. DM!
It doesn't.
The rules say I can do non-lethal damage.
Yeah, so I just beat him over the head. Dude, just hit him in the leg, fuck.
No, they want him knocked out because he's clinging to him too much.
Oh god, this old man touched me. Better execute him.
Little group head check. Can any of you guys explain to me what you inferred his logic was from beating the old man? Why he thought he should do this?
Dude, this scene fucks.
Well, what if he tells the son?
He's literally an old man that's fucking mentally handicapped.
No.
No one can know we were here, lest they know about us trying to sneak past the toll.
That's another good one. Blake, you got any other ideas what might have fucking been his head? Ben?
I got it. Okay, so they're like, fuck, you can't let anyone know we were here. But also... Oh, I'm sorry. No. We can't let anyone know I'm here. However, what would be the funniest thing the DM could do? This guy's son comes back and he goes, my father told me you came to his shack. And we go, what do you mean? He's like senile. And he goes, no, he just didn't have his glasses on. and in that moment, William realizes that joke is too funny and could not exist, so he has to kill this man now.
Hey, protect yourself from all damn bullshit. That's what
exactly. That's what I literally play every game like. I literally think what Noah's gonna try, and I have a schizo moment, and I go, no, I'll ruin everything. I'll burn it to the ground before he gets one over on me. Just like you should do. It's always remember, it's a competition between you and your DM.
Always.
My theory that he played with a very bad group before keeps getting more and more prevalent each session I see of this fucking guy from the habits he's developed. of trying to like fight against the world to survive.
It's painful to see like what trauma looks like in a person.
Third option.
No.
Even an old man is worth a little bit of experience.
This is why you suck at video games, Blake.
You know what? You're right.
This is literally just like a fucking insanity moment. I'm trying to think of exactly how I phrase it perfect. He's having like a mental break doing this logic, and no one's stopping him. Like he really thinks that like I don't know. I lost my point because it's so fucking retarded.
Well, it's like he heel turned so fast in like beating the old man that I don't think anyone, not even Rustage, has time to consider what the fuck he's about to do.
The thing is, this gets so much worse when you think about it after what happens next.
Oh, easily. So Verona, of course, just decides to listen to his captain. A little bit of a bitch-ass move, Verona. Briggs in the meta is now, like, asking over comms, like, guys, check the room for the devil fruit. Rip up the floorboards. As the old man goes down. And he's described as thumping against the ground with a bleeding wound and moaning unconscious. And then
our heroes.
Rustage looks a little fucked up. And Briggs goes, you can... our heroes are coming over to the house. Oh, Briggs is here now, I think.
Rustage looks so
everyone shows up at this
Rustage looks so fucked up during this scene, by the way.
Yeah, everyone shows up. And they say he's bleeding, so we knocked him out. Good. Well, he's bleeding. Rustage reiterates. Pearl enters the room with my favorite. Hey, what the fuck? That is literally the oldest fucking dude I've ever seen in my life, guys.
I have that written down. That is the oldest man I've seen in my life. He's got wrinkles on his wrinkles.
Wrinkles. That
followed
really
by, that's a lot of blood.
That's a lot of blood. I really like that's the oldest dude I've seen in my life.
That's really funny.
Pearl and Duros are just like reiterating, like, William, what's wrong with you?
What happened? Why is this happening? And he literally doesn't explain himself.
he continually avoids explaining what's happening. Lost Claus is losing his fucking mind.
And then he's like, all right.
Well, how does Duros cope with this?
You gotta help him.
He says, well, let's heal him. And William goes, okay, I'll heal him. Just turn around. And I guess he decides, like, you know, this is the easiest way for my character not to make any sense. So I'll just have him be fucking retarded so I can justify Duros not trying to stop them. That has to be his internal logic. And then William's like, don't worry. I'm gonna mercy kill him.
To which he pulls out his pistol, and Duros says, that doesn't look like a medical device. It's just a really funny joke.
I can't believe this fucking happens.
The funniest part is then claiming it's a mercy kill from a wound he inflicted. This was a brutal murder, but he tries to disconnect the two events like they're separate so he can call it a mercy kill.
Well, he didn't knock the old man out.
Verona did, yeah.
Do you think he honestly believes that's what's happening?
This reminds me of when Jesse blew out Ron's kneecaps with his gun.
Yeah.
Like,
I didn't blow out Ron's kneecaps. That was a different guy.
No,
it was Ron! No!
That's the joke!
Yeah, Ron the pirate.
God, Blake was so unfunny early on.
Neil, that was awesome.
Oh, that guy was so funny. He deserved to lose his kneecap.
Yeah, okay, okay.
Hey,
actually, you know what, Liam?
No.
You actually bring up a good point. Liam, you bring up a good point, right?
Fuck you. Yeah, go to Impel
Yeah,
Down.
he was fake Ron. He's actually Jew.
Go to Impel Down to meet Holt.
Oh, yeah.
Listen. Liam brings up a good point. That is true that Jesse was pretty brutal and just like kneecapped the guy. Because in real life, getting shot in the kneecaps is probably one of the worst things you could ever do to a person. It's probably the most painful thing you could do.
Yeah, right.
You can easily die from it.
Yes, but whatever. Look, the point is
But Jesse, that was fucked up.
That was pretty brutal, but guess what? And honestly, I'm gonna say it right now.
We needed.
I know William's gonna do what I did, where I just went, you know what? Jesse's just pissed off right now. I can totally get away with this. I did something really fucked up. I mean, Jesse didn't like kill a. I mean, this guy was like an asshole, kind of.
Well,
but
this guy was a pirate that tried to kill you.
Yeah, but I mean, Jesse
and
was
calling everybody a faggot, pretty much.
He was literally antagonizing everyone, and you had a crewmate who was you had crewmates who were currently captured, and you're like, we kind of gotta move.
Oh yeah,
there was circumstantial evidence that made this happen. These guys came into an old man's house, fucked with him because he has dementia and it's funny, and then decided to murder him because they thought, dude, what if he still has like a scrap of the devil fruit or something? I don't know.
Dude, he keeps getting fucking better too.
Here's the problem. I literally can't explain to the audience what William's idea or reason for killing him was. No. I don't know. He never explained why.
No, that's the most bizarre thing.
He hates old people.
It's the most bizarre thing.
He does! That's just it! He says he hates old people!
No, he's like quite literally the oldest man he's ever seen. He's lived too long.
I forgot this is literally a character trait. He fucking hates old people.
I hate old people.
It's so fucking cool, William.
This man has cheated death for too long, and William won't be having it.
I love
undersell things. Ragnar is bloodthirsty and like, I want to kill him, I want to kill him, I want to kill him. Can I do it, William? Can I? Ragnar is so fucked up, guys. Yeah. This character is so fucking weird.
I love that Pearl doesn't just leave immediately. You know, she just has to be forced to just be like,
she's stuck with them. There's one boat. She's stuck.
I mean, that is fair. That is a fair point of view.
I just don't understand. Like, one, Duros is his character's like completely cooked right now. Unfortunately, I like Duros still, but like,
well, I mean, this
you just watched William like murder a guy.
The worst part is you can't even ignore that this event happened. Because obviously the captain's gonna show up and get revenge.
Obviously,
because you killed his father.
And guess what? You're the wrong.
After this, Rustage, probably after coping that his players are psychopaths, is probably like, well, great, I have a great reason for this guy to be a
No, hold on. Hold on, I just looked it up. No, it turns out this old guy's like a pedophile later.
No,
so it was actually cool that William killed him.
Yes, and Captain Marrow shows up.
Oh my God.
Thanks for killing him. He touched me when I.
He was.
That's why I changed my name.
That's why I never visited and only gave him letters because I couldn't face him.
And made them not pay tolls.
Well, here's the thing. No, I'm gonna go ahead and go on a limb.
You really go far lengths for these Marines to get along with us.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go on a limb and say that Rustage is not a retard, and he's gonna make the captain like not care that he killed his dad, because otherwise it makes William look really bad.
You think he's gonna try and help nullify the impact of this poor decision?
I think he's just gonna have the Captain Marrow show up and like be like, yeah, my dad like died or whatever. I don't really care. I never liked him, so I never visited him. Because otherwise, you're gonna have him fighting. You're gonna have him fighting from a position of moral,
like us rooting
literally the moral high ground.
Okay, that's fair. I wonder.
No, we're not gonna have like the Last of Us fucking thing where it's like, man, getting revenge is kind of fucked up, huh? No, this is anime. No one cares about that gay shit.
Dude, but what about the captain's brother? Dude, I think he's gonna come into the story?
No.
Can William die and Duros just be the only character and just
at this point, all the crew members should just been like, "We're killing him. We're killing William.
Someone else needs to be captain." But no, everyone's
we'll find
role play as captain.
We'll find Tekking's new character.
Make Verona the captain. Make him a little less weird. Don't make Duros the captain. He's too funny for that. You can't do that.
Not Ragnar.
Ragnar can also die.
Ragnar can die. And Briggs cannot come
Wow,
back.
I wonder what they look. People say they get better. I hope.
Listen, guys, it's not that I don't believe you, but I want you to understand, viewers. How do they and you don't tell us, but can you really reasonably say, even if they get better, that you can walk this shit back?
It is the worst foundation you could have for a One
I mean,
Piece
at
game.
least it's like the second. It's like the second session. You can kind of walk back dumb shit.
If this is their level of morality, like, yeah, that can cope that. But do they try and walk it back and go back to being like,
they have to,
or do they keep it as like we're like kind of edgy pirates?
Because, God, I hope not.
At least that's consistent. But like, if they try and run it back, this is pretty fucked unless they spend time addressing it later.
Yeah.
Or try and literally erase it from history.
Yeah, I'm just very interested to see what happens there, because it's just like, holy fuck. You literally, so many people have died actively by the decisions of the players so far, that it's just like, and like, you say it gets better, and like, that might improve, but I think there are going to be a lot more bodies on the ground before it starts to improve.
I just want to know at what cost. I just want to see if they try and pull off shit like, dude, we've saved Alabasta. Aren't you the guys who like murdered that old guy and like killed children? No, we're the heroes of Alabasta.
Well, I mean, luckily, no one will know it was them who killed the old man.
Yeah, because there's no... Yeah, it's just an isolated island. Cut to Rustage being literal GM asshole moment going, yeah, a boat stealthily appeared on the island without you noticing. Rustage!
I was just like, I really hope this guy's son shows up. I'm like, this is the biggest GM Jew moment of fucking your players over.
This shit pissed me off, even if it's funnier to see him dig the knife in deeper. Rustage did 2 things a session that pissed me the fuck off, and that was 3, and this was the first strike where I went, Rustage, what the fuck?
The mailman's here! Ding dong!
A Marine mailman shows up, and this whole segment is insane because they start off by going, we have to kill him, like without even talking to him.
Okay, 1, it's just like, Jesus, they're such psychopaths. 2, this is such a funny moment to me, because this is like the pinnacle of the GM this is not anywhere close to what he intended to happen. He's panicking, and like, he's trying to just rush through it so like the players can't keep fucking him over, but like logically he can't, and they call him on it, and it's so funny.
Well, what this explicitly was is him being like, oh fuck, they're talking about it. We can't have the characters talk about what the fuck just happened. Quick, someone shows up. And the scene happens, and our players won't talk to each other about it afterwards, because this is a D&D game where characters only talk about the immediate circumstance. They don't have, side conversations after to talk about things.
Have to jiggle the keys to save their characters.
Exactly.
Holy fuck.
So, and then I love this scene. This scene's so funny.
Did
you have something to say?
Okay, my biggest comment about this scene is it was Rustage's moment where I wanted to punch him in the throat, because they say, okay, we're all in the door, we're gonna hold a gun up and murder him. And Rustage has the audacity to attempt to slide past them. Then he steps to the door, sees them, goes, pirates! He gets his transponder steel out. He backs away and he goes, there's pirates on the island, Captain Marvel, come kill them right away! And they are all immediately like, Rustage, fuck off. He's like, you have to roll to knock it out of his hand. They're like, fuck off.
He
has such audacity to try and have the NPC spawn enemies immediately. What a little fuckhead.
This is what I'm talking about. He's panicking.
Yeah, go later.
At that point, I'm like, you know what? Maybe teching was justified.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, exactly. It's like, fuck, was teching right? Would this have fucking happened if he didn't? It's the problem is Rustage is getting to their level when all he needs he's panicking, so he's going to their level by accident.
Well, the problem is he got so flabbergasted, I think, by fucking Tekking's setup of this situation where the mailman comes to the door and he's like, All right, time to bluff my way through this. Hello! Oh, I can't get up! You can come in and bring me the mail!
He says you can come in to everyone, including Rustage, going, what the fuck, Techie?
Why didn't you say leave it at the door?
Everyone,
literally,
including Rustage, goes, what the fuck? Even Briggs is like, what the fuck are you doing?
Why didn't you just tell him to put it by the door?
Once again, more XP, baby.
You literally just went, oh, I'm an old man that's fallen over and can't get up. Don't help me. Just come in and like look at my corpse.
To which point,
come in.
The thing is, if Rustage wanted to do the thing, where he's gonna fuck over the players and call for Marines immediately, he should have just been like, the DMC's past your ruse.
Yeah, he just
and immediately calls for help because he delivers mail to this man every week.
Yeah, he knows.
And you didn't roll a fucking 20.
Yeah, you know,
smart enough.
You know what he smells like when he gets closer to the door? Blood.
Guys, you know he sees through the ruse because he landed next to your ship. Your ship on the island with one house.
It's basically like
Rustage, did he forget how fucking off? They literally parked the ship down the shoreline. Who was saying, "Oh, there's a ship here." Because the old man, leave it at the door. It's like, oh, okay, that's fucking weird. There's like a ship here, Captain.
Well, this is why Rustage, I fully believe he's just panicking because there's so many legitimate ways to just have him call the Marines, like you just said. Where it's just like, oh man, he literally just like had him walk up, then Tekking like flashbanged him by saying come in, and then he walked in and just panicked.
It's so
Tekking just hit his dick on the table and said, fuck off.
And then
I called the transponders. This is a bad moment.
Captain, the pirates here! And literally they're just like, no.
I could feel.
How is that a bad moment?
I could feel him saying, "There's ships on the horizon. You spy them already." In that same breath, that's a bad moment. It's funny because you're screaming repeatedly that you're doing something and you can't outwit me.
I never do that.
Immediately goes, "Oh, guys, the pirates on the island!" As cannonballs fire, hitting the building, killing everyone instantly.
I'm just gonna say this. Look, we're not perfect. As Liam found out, there was a session where we just went, guys, I'm not letting you fuck this up. We're gonna do this next week. If I was, I'm sorry, who is the DM of this? I'm losing my mind. Rustage, listen, Rustage, listen.
Yeah,
he should have just went, guys. Let's redo the scene. Don't kill him, please.
Guys,
why did you kill him? He's like an old man.
Guys, I don't think there's like a protagonist role where this works unless we're going really dark.
Guys, why did you kill him?
I respect Rustage's anal insistence on following what the players do and saying, let the dice decide thing in public. I respect that attitude. But when you go too much with that, you get to a point where it's not that you should tell the players what to do in the game, but you should be there to give players reality checks where you pause and go, hey, you know what the implications of this are, right? I'm not saying you can't, but I'm double checking if you've like shut your brain off and like, you understand what you're about to do, right? You don't do that in dramatic moments with players. You do that when your players are randomly deciding to raid houses and murder people. When it's like, hey guys, this seems a little fucked up. It's not, oh, we're on the dramatic precipice, I want to stop my players from making a bad decision. It's, guys, you aren't in a moment where this kind of logic is really necessary, and you've condemned yourselves to literal, like, 4 years after a zombie apocalypse rules logic where people need to be murdered because we have to keep society together. You've gone feudal in, like, an instant. In an optional encounter, guys, that you have made worse for yourself every moment. But he doesn't. So they don't kill this guy, but they feed him, and then they leave him with like no food besides the fishes, and say, Now you will be the man stuck here fishing. And they explicitly destroy his boat. And
I gotta say, them not killing him makes it worse.
100%.
If you killed him, you could at least just be like, you know what?
Bloody trail.
You could be like, you know what? My character has heard about this Marine, and he's scared of. They can't let him know. We did this. You know, you could. You know,
it was a bad time, but we had to do it. I lost it. I was under a lot of pressure. I'm retarded. I'm fat. I'm retarded, Your Honor. But no, instead, they decide that, well, killing this guy would be pretty fucked up. I guess?
It's so weird because, like,
I didn't write it down. What was the logic? Does anyone have it?
There's no consistent logic. That's what makes this whole scene so fucking weird. Because they just execute fucking an old man, but then this Marine guy, they're just like, well, we can't just like fucking kill him. Yeah, just like tie him up.
It's like if they went to the execution to watch little Timmy be executed, and then saved a pedophile who was also being hung next door.
And they said, you don't have to execute him, treat this fairly. Anyway, we light the town's water supply. Oh, we poisoned the town's water supply on the way out. They literally are like, they take the old man's letters, because, I mean, Verona, I think, has the reason of like, oh, maybe this is involved with my dad's murder in the Marines, because that was covered up. But then they take the letters, and then they take the mailbag the mailman has. That's fucked up. That's the mail, bro.
That's mail theft. That's a felony.
They're fucked.
What are they even gonna do with it? What's the point? What do you got? Why do you got?
Seriously, I unironically don't understand, guys. Why did you take that? What were you hoping for in there?
So he could pretend to be the mailman and get past the blockade.
Oh my god, that was what he said. That's literally what he said. I forgot.
But we destroyed his boat.
Oh,
I'm a smooth talker.
That's
his response.
I'm a smooth.
Oh fuck.
Oh no, Tekking thinks diplomacy roles are mind control, bros. He's retarded.
They're not?
They're not?
Oh. We skipped an important detail. I forget what it was in response to. It was something involving the mailman, I think. Yeah. Or maybe it was...
What?
Or maybe it was talking about what they were doing. But it is Ragnar doing a One Piece laugh, going Chad.
Yes. His laugh is Chad. And it's Cha-ha-ha with a D at the end, so it's Chad. Because he's so badass in Chad, guys. Ben Flutz, I put the microphone in your face.
Guys, I hate William so fucking much.
More than Ragnar even?
We've been sitting here talking about this, but I just keep getting more angry that William just executed an old man. Because imagine this. I'm not saying that. No, listen to me. Listen to me. Imagine this. You're a saga. You're like, alright. Alright, so like the first real encounter with Marines, I don't count the one on the beach. Fuck off. I'm gonna have it where they like meet this dude's dad, and he like comes in to visit him, and they like can like pretend not to be pirates or something funny. That'd be like really funny, but then my captain character just instantly killed the old man 10 seconds after meeting him. He shot him in the head as a quote mercy killing that he initiated to begin with. A guy who had 1 hit point, and this man literally shot him in the head.
Well, technically, if you look at...
And then, Ben, they decide not to murder the young Marine man, who is an actual Marine, albeit a mailman.
It literally...
They decide...
Hey, Noah! Don't shoot the messenger!
Don't shoot the messenger!
Well, it literally is...
They decide not to murder him, because I suppose he has more life to live.
Yeah,
and they don't want to cut that off.
I was about to say, it's literally because it's an old man, so who cares?
I don't know who thinks like that.
Man.
That's the people you care more about. That is so insane.
It's so dumb.
He's a sociopath. William is a
Theros and
sociopath.
Pearl are just coping in this scene.
Yeah, it ruins everyone in the scene. Like, I'm sorry, guys. I know it gets better, or maybe you just lied to us, but guys,
or maybe they mean it gets better. It gets funnier.
I know. Right now, what you're saying is, dude, it's not so bad. It gets better. It gets better. Yeah, I get that, but like, dude, he murdered like an old man with dementia. Like, there's only two. There's only like
playing with his prey.
And
That's the part that gets me. That always comes out to me.
And he like was fucking with him before he died too.
Fucking with him before he was murdered. He was.
And
fucking
I
around.
know. Right now, you're like, well, yeah, he pretended to be his son. That's a really nice way to go out, right? Like, he knew his son was there. I mean, yeah, like he thought that, but like
his son Mercy.
We know
he knows his son's a little fucked up. His son burned down.
Everyone here with something interesting to say, please say something. Everyone who doesn't, shut up. Listen.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, he should have just had the Marine captain show up and be like, you did my job for me. I was coming to finish the old man off. And then high-five him.
Or like, I don't know, they shouldn't have killed the old man. What a psychotic thing to... I mean, god damn it, dude. What? I just can't get over it.
They had to kill him because...
No,
wait.
They didn't.
They didn't. There was no reason. It's
guys,
so awesome.
Right now, viewer question already. How do you run back? I mean, how do you run back killing an old man with dementia?
Yeah, what was the explanation? What is the best explanation you can give for this scene to play out this way?
Look,
he had a devil fruit, where
who fucking said, hey, someone's chat was saying, what devil fruit did he had? Who was the retard who read that out? That shit pissed me off that someone in chat asked that, and then someone in the game pointed that out and put it like a question they should have answered. Who the fuck said that? I don't remember. Do any of you?
I think it was Ragnar.
No.
Probably.
I don't care about Ragnar. Isn't a bad character to me. He's like literally, I go, you're like a phantom. I don't even realize you're there. Like, every time
Ragnar lines, like
it literally Ragnar goes through me like a ghost. Like, he literally passes through me. I've seen a D&D barbarian so many times that they phase through me like Danny Phantom. I don't care.
Not a man if he can't fight for his own execution.
I don't care. Wow, dude, you made a D&D barbarian.
Child we've endangered. He's a fucking pussy.
It's time for him to man up.
Okay, but seriously, killing an old man with dementia, like, there's only like 2 things worse than that. All right, that's like top 3 bad things to do in a D&D game.
It's pretty fucked up. Elder abuse is pretty fucked up.
The old man should have transformed into a big dragon the second they attacked him.
No.
Yeah, they should have been like, he was an evil devil. You got me, guys.
This one,
see, they should give him Brooks devil fruit.
Well, no,
bring him back.
No, it's literally, well, Brooks is canon.
Oh, and then he'd be a skeleton with his son who was the bone fruit. That's actually a really good idea. Unfortunately, Brooks has the devil fruit canonically right now, Liam. We can't go against canon.
No, you don't know that.
Yeah, we do. Brooks? He's in the triangle. They said that in the first episode.
Oh, right. Brooks did go into the triangle before Gold Roger, didn't he?
Yes. They literally pointed this out in the first episode, Liam. Get fucked.
You fucking...
Fake fan.
Fake fan.
Oh, God. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Blake hits the ground.
All right, Blake's turn to talk.
You killed the old man, all right? But,
awesome.
like, you rip open the floorboards looking for the devil fruit. You don't find the devil fruit, but you find just a stack of child porn.
You get... Dude, okay,
this was
you
justified.
joke, but that's something Matt Mercer did in Season 2 of Critical Role to try and justify their actions.
No, that is not true.
They randomly murdered these guards and killed them, torturing them by pouring acid down their throat. And then he said, you walk in, there's a ton of torture chambers here, and like poorly described it to try and justify them. Who they had no idea about. These were normal guards. They just randomly were also sociopath murder pornists, like pedophiles.
Yes.
I have seen it.
See,
it is pathetic.
All right, I don't want to get too much on Critical Role, but I will say that is fucked up because that was not their first time playing D&D. That's just they're being retarded.
Yes, this is Rustage's first time.
Sorry, crit fans, get fucked on that.
Sorry,
anyway, Rustage, this is I don't know. Can William just die? Can I just have a game with Duros?
Can Tekken stop bullying Rustage by making him have to
okay. We need to get off this. We're gonna be on here forever if we keep talking about elder abuse.
Dude, but it's so funny because he's gonna do more this episode.
I know.
Because he tries to do more.
I hate William so much.
It's so awesome.
Honestly, I'm gonna say it. I'm just gonna go out here on a limb and say it. This is worse than anything they ever did in Grim Campaign. They were like negligent, but literally, even Rogue Man never held a knife to someone's throat and just slit their fucking throat and went, "That was a mercy killing."
They never quite justified it the same way.
They don't attempt to, which makes it worse.
Yeah, these guys.
It's worse because I don't think he believes he's as fucking evil as he's acting.
No, look, guys, we're not like freaks that go, bro, isn't it fucked up Batman beats people up, man? It'd be better if he just like fucking outright killed him, man. Breaks your fucking nose, makes him pay medical bills. Like, fuck off! I don't care. It's superhero shit. Like, I don't
literally
care.
like, I think the Punisher kind of has a point.
Exactly, dude. No, it's just like, guys, but this isn't superhero shit. Like, you can't pull the same shit here. Like in RWBY, I'll buy some shit like that. I'll buy like, yeah, you beat them to a fucking pulp. Like, I'll beat someone to a pulp and then Noah will have his cutscene activate. I accept that. But like here, it's like, guys, you held an old man down, kicking and screaming, and you shot him in the head. You shot him in the head.
You brained him.
Point blank.
To mind control the audience and say this is a mercy killing. These are two separate things.
Honestly, let's just end the podcast here. I don't think you can go past. Like them, I don't think they can get past this. I don't think we can get past this. You shot an old man in the head, guys.
So, and then proved your morality being even more dubious by letting a Marine, your sworn enemy, who William in the last episode jerked off to the idea of murdering. Like, we kind of low-key told that, but Marine, you'd just be like, I want to kill Marines. Got a Marine here, and went, we'll like throw him here and tie him up, and he's stuck here. It's like, guys!
Cut off his balls!
They didn't do anything fucked up. They left him on the island. It's theoretically fucked up, but I think they'll check when their mailman doesn't deliver a sack full of mail. They'll be like, okay, check his route. It's not like he's gone forever. Why didn't they kill him? That's their enemy, right? I guess the old man was worse.
It's honestly, I really think at this point, I'm just not going to speak for the rest of the podcast because I can't get past this. I literally cannot get past a character shooting someone in the head.
But Ben, he tries to do even more fucked up things later.
But not to the point of holding an old man down with dementia who he had 10 seconds ago pretended, Liam, it's me, your dad. Hey, Liam. Hey, I hold you down and shoot you in the fucking skull. Very cool. Like, what the fuck is this? Guys,
William is a character that can hold down a frail old man, put a gun to his temple, and with no fucking hesitation fire.
Yes, even though one of his friends said, "Let's help him," and he just goes, "No, I'll help him. All right." Blows his fucking brains off.
All right.
Like, this is literally retarded. This is like, guys, you can't. Like, you have to stop the session like we did with Liam. I know, Liam, I'm really harping on you, but this really...
Even if we didn't.
That was the greatest moment, Ben's greatest contribution to the fucking One Piece game.
Holding Liam down.
Well,
saying, hey, Liam, maybe burning a town of civilians ain't it.
Maybe this will make your character forever haunted by this memory.
It's just like, guys, you have to... we're not perfect in RWBY either. There's some scenes that might not be so
might not be in the
anymore.
Final cut that you see.
Might not have made it to the final cut.
Yeah.
But listen, none of those were anywhere close.
Those were different. Those were people just being retarded with how they characterized themselves in a scene, not murdering an old man in a scene.
It's not enthusiastically fucking up. It's just like, oh shit, I ate fucking spaghetti all over myself.
Listen, there's points where sometimes you do something and you go, man, that is not how I want it to come across. But you know what? You can cope it away. You can go, well, I can explain that away with certain things, whatever. You can cope it away.
Justify a lot in retrospect.
But you can't do that here. Like if I don't know. Like what if I just who's like a villain I could kill in RWBY that would be kind of sussy?
Would be like sus to kill?
Like what if no, okay. Yusuf, okay. Let's say that we beat Yusuf and he goes, you've beaten me. And Clara goes, well, now we're gonna send you. And then I go, Felix cuts his head off.
Yeah, right.
And with like no not even like I go, Clara, we should end his life now because he has fucked with us before.
No,
we should kill him now
before anyone can stop you.
Yeah, I cut his head off, and you go, man, what the fuck?
Well, the thing is, to some degree, I could see a scene like that kind of making sense for Felix. It'd be like
no,
but put her Tonfa shotgun in their mouth and pull the trigger.
That's a good point, Liam. That's a good point. It would be funnier if it was Clara.
And even still, in like RWBY, there's like edgy shit that happens. It'd be like weird as fuck, but it's not as like it's not as in like setting like odd.
That's
as
true.
It is in One
That's
Piece,
also
where
true.
It's like you guys are like happy-go-lucky rebels who like fuck authority that is made by the story to seem overbearing and like nonsensical to the degree they wish to enforce it. And you guys are supposed to be the fun counterbalance that proves that being free and radical isn't all being murderers. But you are just the black flag pirates to the blue flag pirates right now. You are the evil ones that Luffy like runs into and goes, "That's fucked up." Not all pirates are like that, guys.
Yeah, it's just like you were like the pirates that aren't the main characters,
and that's
your kid's crew,
and that's probably literally your kid. And just like Kid, these guys are gonna be whitewashed. Fuck. I fucking hate. If you want to play the edgy fucking One Piece game, go ahead. But I'm so fucking tuned into this game now because when they try and spin this shit, if they ever try and spin this shit as being more morally upstanding or try and like take a lesser bet to their established actions, it's gonna blow my mind. If they keep up till episode like 50 or whatever it is currently, and they're still fucking murdering people and still doing dubious shit, I'll be like, you know what? At least they stuck to it and aren't trying to fuck with me in the head. But if they are being like the fucking heroes of Alabasta, they're saving a princess, they're taking her to a kingdom. Man, it's probably just Pearl, isn't it? And they do that, and they save a kingdom. I'm gonna lose my fucking mind if they do it for anything besides being like, okay, Pearl, now make your father the king give us 1,000,000 berry. If they just do it because it's cool, I'm literally gonna have a problem. We're gonna have a problem here, sir. I'm gonna have to arrest you, Tekking, for your shitty character.
Now we're starting Tekking.
It's not his fault. It's not his fault he got these people. He's being a bitch. He's not putting his foot down going, guys, what the fuck's wrong with you? But you know what? That's the game. That's clearly the D&D he likes. He's letting them make their mistakes. If he tries to sugarcoat it, then yeah, I'll arrest him and say, you should stop this earlier, dumbass. I guess it's different for them because they're streaming it. So they're afraid to, in front of the fans, be like, hey, Tekking, I know you have more subscribers than me, but can you stop? Like, maybe that's what it is. Maybe this is all a soulless hustle.
Fans, you cannot imagine. You don't want to see some of the behind the scenes.
It's not that bad.
Now.
It's the contract negotiations you really kind of get bored with.
Yeah.
Really,
fucking, I had to negotiate with Richard every fucking time.
To wake up and
he was supposed to show up today, but
I couldn't
his mandated minimums for this episode. And
listen, I've never had to stop a player in this group currently because they were going to murder an NPC or do something fucked up. I've stopped them because they either were just fucking sleepy or retarded, or they came to me and said, hey, I felt like my character insanely retarded in that scene. It's basically the reason Liam took a break from RWBY in the first place. He's like, I'm not feeling this shit. I don't know what I'm doing.
I still fucking...
It's like, I need a break. I don't feel like D&D. It's like, okay, fair.
I still fucking remember I just have a scene with Gwen where I wave white flag and say, hey, can I take that back? I put a gun in... I literally executed my character in that scene.
I said all the subtext out loud.
Everyone's had one like that. Some of them have made it in the episodes, but like you do, if you have a scene you don't like or something you disagree with later, you'll always have a lot of wiggle room to kind of explain and come up with reasons later to justify it. It's what really annoying video reviewers on YouTube say is retconning in shows when they try and give a new reason for something. Let me tell you something. Retconning's not like always a negative thing if you're not like a retard with it. If you give the pitch of a story, of a narrative, of why a character did something or how something happened later than was established, that might change the context. As long as you're smart with how you present it, and people go, yeah, I'd buy it, I like this, you're never going to have a problem. Retconning isn't inherently bad. So, if they kick the floorboard up and they find out he was a pedophile, maybe they can bring this back. But as is, hard sell to retcon this kind of thing out of your characters. I really am bewildered what direction they're going to make this crew go in.
And retconning in your funny with your friends D&D game, not a fucking issue. I don't think anyone will care.
No,
it's not like you're fucking fucking writing Game of Thrones.
Well, Ben's honestly still seething that I changed which type of ASMR I am.
Yeah.
He's pissed.
He's not
That's
even
right,
saying
everyone.
fans,
Put it
for
down
you
on the
referencing
bingo
a game
card.
they
If we
don't
mention the game you don't see again. Put it down.
Mention the 5
You wouldn't want to fucking see it.
Okay.
Sorry to keep us on this topic. I did have another motivation for teching to kill the old man.
I love these. Let's hear it.
I meant to bring this up earlier because this was my intro joke.
Nice.
Teching says multiple times to the old man, don't worry, I'll stay with you until your last breath. He says it like 2 or 3 times.
Yes.
I really think he was setting up a joke where he kills the old man.
God, it's so premeditated.
So. I really think he was thinking of it since the beginning.
I think you might be right, and I think there's a chance he might have read this as like, this is better for him. The old guy, the kid, he's being he hasn't seen him in a while. He leaves him in this shitty shack. This is cruel. I should kill him. I think that's another one. I think that's another way to read his insanity is go, you know what? I feel sorry for this guy. I'm gonna kill him.
If he made William's character motivations like schizo, you're binding yourself to this island. You should be free. If you're not being free, you're a slave to the world, and I'll execute anyone who's not free. You know what I mean?
Your father has left you here to wither and die, and I'm giving you mercy.
A slave that cannot see his chains. Truly a disservice to life.
The slave obeys.
The slave.
A man chooses, a slave obeys. Dude, if William becomes Andrew Ryan, never mind. I take it all back.
He just can't accept someone who isn't living their life like him.
To cope with his own worldview, he just murders them.
Yeah.
To defend.
He never asked a question.
So
Maybe
it's
kills
never
everyone.
challenged. I don't want my worldview challenged. I will murder everyone.
Honestly, you're right, Liam. It is pretty good then.
That's sold. You know what?
You know what? Even though we spent an hour on this, I take it all back.
Yeah, it's kind of fun. We could learn something from this level of characterization.
Honestly.
So, luckily yeah.
Are you done? Are you segueing?
I was gonna segue us, but you got something, go for it.
No, I was just gonna say, let's get the fuck off of this.
Yeah, luckily,
Please.
it's time for them to go get to that treasure that they definitely had to hurry to. They had enough time to fuck with Arthur here, but now they're going to the island. Fuck, I don't think they actually have a name for the island, but it's a funny island where it's snowing really heavily, but the snow is like constantly like melting on the ground because it's like warm.
I'll say
I have to say, yeah, you say it, go.
I'll say it. This doesn't make any fucking sense. They're not in the Grand Line.
Yeah.
Why are islands right next to each other having different climates?
I didn't want to say it, but this is specifically not how the world works.
Being an asshole here.
No one cares about fucking One Piece.
I care.
No, I do.
It's the cool part about the Grand Line.
Yeah, the whole point is
the Grand what?
You save these fun islands, because I think the idea of this island is fun, But you save that for the Grand Line where these weird events happen. But here, this whole island does not feel like a South Blue island. There's a fucking giant on this island, spoiler alert. In the South Blue? Are you fucking serious, dude?
Well, he was told to guard the treasure, dude.
Yeah, you saved Peanut Butter Chocolate Island for the Grand Line. Probably the New World.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know why I thought it'd be funny if you called it Peanut Butter Cracker Island.
It really is like it's just those little things. It's like this is just kind of, I mean, it's like it's why these starter islands in like the blues are probably pretty quick to go through, because they're supposed to have like maybe a funny gimmick, but like be pretty normal. And like you might meet interesting characters there, but the islands are like pretty whatever.
Well, yeah, you do other ways to make them interesting.
Like an event.
You have Logtown and shit where it's like got a rundown situation because of an event. If you want an interesting environment, you do something like Baratier, where it's not really an island, but it's an interesting place. You do shit like what's the place in the middle? Is Logtown the place in the middle? Or Orange Island is the place I was thinking of. Yeah.
Logtown is the
last one.
Before the Grand.
Yeah. Sorry, I was thinking of Orange Island, the one Nami's from. You have the ship with the fishmen ruling the place. That's interesting.
Yeah.
You do, but the island's not super weird, but it's the environment. You go Logtown, it's like a famous place. Where the execution happened. You do these more.
You get Syrup Village. It's it's got like some pirates trying to fuck it up.
You have the environment be pretty normal, but you might be affected by events to make it interesting. That's why Gallows was a pretty okay idea for it. I liked it. It was humble.
Yeah, it's like the islands. The island's normal. It's just the people there have a weird fucking culture.
But X marks the spot island here is a little too fucking weird. I know what the logic is. I know technically it's not a New World island, because the joke is that it's not normal snow. The giant, we have to talk about this a little bit, because this kind of made me raise my eyebrow. The giant is so big, he's in the clouds, so when he's crying, it's forming into snow and hitting the island. It's not supposed to snow here.
I don't want to, I feel so pedantic for pointing this out. This is not how big a giant is.
I mean, they could be this big, right? Like, couldn't the continent polar be this big?
Yeah, you don't want to place a giant that big here. I think that is not the intention.
That is what caught me off guard, is that there's a giant this big in the South Blue.
Unless the island's really small.
And, like, the clouds are really low.
Well, Liam, the problem is he said his head was in the clouds. Like, and that's why he's crying. It's not the size.
I guess
but he did describe this as a mountain that looked like knees. So the giant is that big also. It's very extreme. It's shockingly extreme for the South Blue.
It's just like, you remember Green Bit with like the dinosaurs and the two giants, like fucking, like Dory and Brokey, and like they're hanging out there, but they're just like laying down on the island, and they're fucking big, but they're not bigger than the fucking island.
I don't think when they didn't stand up into the clouds.
No.
I'm pretty fucking certain.
No, they did not.
But I'm still for a giant being this big somewhere.
But
I just think he probably just should have started them in the Grand Line, honestly, so he could get to these ideas.
Yeah, the giants in One Piece are like 20 meters, 70 feet tall.
To whatever. They can get big. We don't have an upper limit. We haven't even seen their home yet. They could be this big. I won't dispute that. I think it's extreme to start with this.
I don't think it's intended for him to be like a giant.
And I don't think the players gave enough credit to seeing a man the size of the world they walk on. But hey, you know what? That's asking a lot. Because, they were surprised when they showed up on this island. Because they were attacked by a fucking polar bear. Holy shit, this is just like a normal D&D fight. But this is actually secretly the start of Rustage's final bitch-ass maneuver. Which I think this one is probably one of the most egregious ones. Because it's kind of cringe. Anyway, a polar bear jumps them. They kill it. Pearl has to use her fire breath, and she keeps denying that she's got anything cool, while everyone else is just, like, talking 5 feet away from her, not talking to her about it. Fucking awesome. William's weird hatred of Pearl is making this character so painful to deal with.
Oh, yeah. But you forgot something. Very important.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. Is it the Pang?
Someone rolled a 1.
Oh, it's that. Right. Yeah, I have that note. Sorry.
During this combat.
Yeah.
To which To which Rustage says,
Oh god.
anytime you roll a 1, you'll hit your teammates. Which
House
is
rules.
absurd.
House rules.
Ben, thoughts on that house rule?
I'm sorry. I thought we were talking about the giant. What the fuck?
No. We guys gotta have
Keep up,
ourselves. I went back. We had to
Dude,
talk
you
about
guys
why
were
the others like this.
literally making my brain melt. So please,
Sorry, dude.
what is this
no, we're
house
talking-
rule?
What, the crit fail house rule? Did you forget
The
that one?
crit fail
missed
house
it.
rule.
He missed it. Where he explained that
I
if you roll a
did.
1, you'll hit a teammate.
Wow, Ben, we haven't talked about this before.
What?
That's why we asked.
Yeah, that's inherently cringe. Of course it is.
But Ben, all the NPCs play by it, so it's fair.
Yeah, that's always justification, isn't it?
So universal wise, there's 1 in 20 chance that everyone's just gonna fucking punch each other. I mean, what do you fucking...
Yeah.
Like Ben said, there's not much to say besides it's fucking retarded.
It's so
just retarded.
fucking
Funny story to tell your friends.
It's
Like, what are we gonna-
fucking cringe.
Anyone listening to this podcast knows that's retarded. If you let me just say, if you think that's a cool rule, literally leave. Don't quit listening to this.
Give me a
Because you
comment if
you don't
think
have a
it's awesome.
fucking brain in your skull.
But Ben, it's fucking cool to tell a
No,
story.
you're
It's funny.
retarded. I'm sorry.
But Ben, it's so
And if you think
funny.
retarded is offensive, then I'm fair. But
How
also
are you this
you
far in the
are.
podcast? We've said
Fair,
more
but you
offensive
are.
words this podcast, a lot of previous ones.
Not fair. What can we
Not
say?
fair, but
If
dude,
enough of you
shut
guys-
the fuck up.
If enough of you-
Dude, if you think that literally in real life there's a 5% dude, war's hectic, dude. Ah, dude, that's so funny, dude. Oh man, that's funny, man. Holy shit, man, that's really funny. Like,
is
dude,
so
yeah, in real life, man, I've seen that movie where they like accidentally bombed someone in Vietnam. That's fucked up, man. But like,
That's
dude,
fucking
that's
the one.
just how war is, man. That's just how war is,
Dude,
man.
Hiroshima
Fuck.
was just a fucking 1. Dude,
Oh,
this
dude,
is
that's
like
so
Pearl.
fucking funny, man.
This is like Pearl was like, dude,
Dude, my
Dude,
dude, sometimes, my dad was in Vietnam, dude, and his commander must have rolled a 1 because he like bombed an entire like platoon of his own soldiers with a fucking firebomb, dude. Because dude, fuck, man, that's funny as fuck, man. Hitting your own teammates, no control either, no confirms or anything.
no
That's funny as fuck.
confirms, no hit
Awesome.
confirms.
Get out of here. No, you're still here, aren't you? Get the fuck out of here.
The 1 acts like a 20 hitting your friend, I guess. This is why Pearl's like, dude, think of the crossfire because
I think a
the
20
crowd-
should mean I fucking annihilate the guy instantly. I instantly kill him. And
If the
don't worry though,
crowd-
everyone plays by this.
If the crowd got in a fight and there's like 20 characters rolling, it becomes chaos. The world blows up. Max. That's why they were afraid of the fucking
God, dude,
crossfire.
I fucking hate people. Seriously. If you really think that, if you truly believe that, honestly, new viewer question, motherfucker. Forget the old one. Untype your comment. This new one is, dude, for real? Give me a good reason that should ever exist. Promise you can't. You'll never convince me. Dumb fuck. What the fuck? You know what? Untype that comment. Give me a different
don't waste your time.
Don't waste your time, you stupid fuck. God, I hate people.
With the podcast
Play by the fucking
if you read
rules.
this, you're gay over here.
Literally, this is my you should kill yourself now speech. Fuck off.
Ben just going hard antagonist.
Good.
I
No,
thought-
he's
I'm
on
so-
the right side of history.
No, I fucking
Critical
hate this
fails
shit,
are
dude.
cringe.
Look, no, like critical fails are like so fucking stupid, guys.
The
Like,
failure is you don't hit.
so do you like
don't need
never?
to
So
explode your
let
teammate's
me-
asshole.
let me just like, can I just say,
Oh, fuck
do you
Felix, I
ev-
chopped
do-
your
do-
fucking
do-
arm off, sorry.
do you ever want to like? I know that like every fucking retard who ever played 5th edition goes, dude, I fucking loved playing that level 3 to 7 game, and I will now do that for the rest of my career.
3 to
but-
5, but yeah.
Whatever. Dude, do you want your characters to never like feel cool? Because that's what that does. It means your characters are always canonically dumb as fuck and retarded and can't swing a sword.
Your characters always have a chance just to brain their fucking friend for no goddamn reason besides, oh, the
Dude.
thrill of the battle!
Like, do you really need to nerf melee characters anymore? Like, What the fuck is this, guys?
It's pretty fucked up how great range characters are, so now they can snipe their friends.
I mean, even Noah couldn't get this out of his subconscious, making that in RWBY. Like, it's fucked up.
Wait. This brings up a good question I just thought of.
What?
So he literally just states, if you roll a 1, you attack your friend. What if you're attacking in melee and you have no friends in melee range?
Then your arms extend like a fucking Gumby, and you attack anyone you can see.
You probably don't hit anyone, but my fearful answer is you swing your sword and it fucking flies out and hits them.
Whoops,
that's what I'm afraid. I'm afraid that will be the answer. And I guess we'll just have to wait
of
and
these
see.
Fucking people. Anyone who plays by this rule, you make me sick.
It's true. I'm with
this better disappear next session.
Hell no! This is fucking funny.
I'm gonna scream.
Dude, chat was fucking saying Pepe hands in the chat when they did this.
That's so funny. I hope that I can wrap my hands around anyone who made this rule and choke them to death. God fucking damn it. Play by the fucking rules.
I just want Liam to pop up and go, I thought it was kind of funny.
I've been expecting it.
No.
Been awful quiet.
Off of this if you want, though.
No, I also think
I like
it's
that
bad.
I like that this rule was introduced in a fight where they're just One Piece characters fighting a bear. Very awesome combat encounter, dude.
Yeah. Pretty cool.
Your enemy today is a polar bear.
What's actually,
which of course turns out to, dude, I totally owned you. He was important to somebody.
Oh my god, I fucking hate him so much. I hate him
Very
so much.
Cool. Very
hold
cool.
Hold on. We have
That's a pretty funny trick. I gotta try that.
You should. You should instantly kill me.
I have something to bring up.
We have to talk about. Oh, you do?
What?
Well, at this point, Rustage showed his desktop on stream, so I have to make fun of him for his desktop.
Holy shit!
I have an image.
Okay, add this image. Let's see it.
And it is just a billion files on his desktop like a degenerate. If your desktop looks like this, kill yourself. 2, it's just filled with his fucking rap videos.
There is just an anime picture of him in the bottom right called Rustage. Holy shit, he just has like his channel profile pic on his desktop. What the fuck, Rustage?
Do not...
Rustage looks like the type of dude who plays Civ 6.
Yeah. Bottom left, above Verona's picture, is that a Hero Maker character pose? That really looks like a Hero Maker character pose. Above Verona's head, right there in that thumbnail that's blurry. That looks like a thumbnail character.
No.
What? No, that's just one of the
I don't think so.
This looks like a thumbnail. Like with
it looks like a thumbnail that was made with a Hero Maker character.
No, that guy's arms.
We can't be that lucky.
And he has,
I really want to know what fun
That's a One Piece guy with a code on, Noah.
Yeah.
Come on.
Okay.
But I have to say, I'm getting
there's a picture of Ben also right next to the Minecraft icon.
I'm just getting a fucking panic.
Look at that dogs.
I'm just getting a fucking panic attack right now because I'm like, fucking, how the fuck do you keep it like this, man?
What does that thing tag Briggs 1 a alternate art for like a character he was gonna use down there in the bottom right?
Oh my god, is that white random but NDS? Is it a fucking Pokemon white just like ROM hack file? God damn it, man!
That's
what
awesome.
the fuck is what? Why is there like why is it like one of his fucking raps? Civ 6, some fucking League of Villains, Pokemon White ROM hack file. Why are they organized like this?
I like Apex Legends.
What is Daddyverse in the top right?
What? Shut up!
Right next to Frieza instrumental.
What the fuck is that? Rustage. I don't want to Google that. What the fuck is Daddyverse?
Listen,
is it like a verse in a song?
I'm gonna say
where he's daddy.
I'm gonna say it's a bit fucked up for us to be doing something like this, but it's funny. And also,
he left it in.
No, if Blake shows his desktop in the recordings, you can make fun of him.
My desktop is literally just that image of the New Dawn Pirates you commissioned.
Understandable.
Like
I said, make fun of him. It's great.
Maybe it's this lyric where he's on a track called Daddy, where he wrote a track called Daddy's Home. It's a rap song based on the characters of fathers of Dragon Ball, Bleach, Naruto, Bardock, Monkey D. Dragon. Here's an excerpt from his epic song intro. I'm that daddy. I'll beat a baddie. It's in my DNA, so move along, cause daddy's home.
Okay, I'm gonna say this right now. I think Rustage is a pretty funny guy from watching this series so far, and like I kind of do enjoy watching him like be enthusiastic about this. Watching his raps at 4 a.m. made me want to fucking blow my brains out. I wanted to die. I can't fucking stand anime rap.
Counterpoint. I'm that daddy. I'll beat a baddie. Runs in the family, now grow up, show some backbone. I'm that daddy. I'll beat a baddie. It's in the DNA, so move along, cause daddy's home. You forgot I'm on block. Battle me. No Navy gonna stop this dragon. Surround them up. I'm down to rock leader, so I'm blowing them away like cannons. Bring balance. No CP9 can keep me in line. Eagle's eyes, so be advised to flee. Greed and lies, the demons fight weak. Strike team, I got boys around the globe. I'm so secret, even the readers don't know. Oh, the government's one of my foes. When I leave their corruption all out and exposed. Oh, that's just the way it goes. And like Sabo, I'm burning these nobles to toast. Oh, Emu, I'll leave them to pose. Oh, D in my name and my bones. Oh, Ivankov, my squad is a disaster. Kuma, respect to the martyr. Rally like Betty on top, so even the king of pirates is calling me father. No laughter. This revolution's at a pinnacle. This monkey deems the country needs the world's worst criminal.
Midoriya, Euphoria,
Phantasmagoria.
Do you like rapping about a character that's had like 2 pages of screen time? That's fucking awesome, Rustage.
Yeah, but I can name every character who he's talked to and then make a a joke, I guess. I don't know.
I'm sorry. Can you, Rustage? Get in the Discord server. Can you explain to me what the fuck? Can you explain what the fuck this means? You forgot I'm on block. Battle me. No Navy gonna stop the dragon. Round them up. I'm down to rock leader. So I'm blowing them away like cannons. Bring balance. No CP9. Keep me in line. Eagle. Okay, here's the part I don't understand. Eagle eyes. So be advised. Flee. Greed and lies. The demons fight weak. What is this? Who are the demons? Does he have good eyes? What are you talking about?
Is Eagle Eyes? I mean, like Hawkeye? Look, I'm sure. Noah, I'm sure a JPEG of someone will be flying by on screen in the rap video. There's probably an answer to your question.
These make no sense when there isn't a fucking picture in front of you.
I just can't. It makes me literally bleed from my nose. I hate it. Okay, fans. Every anime.
I think you mean bleed from the nose like Roshi.
Every anime rap.
No, Liam, not like that. Why don't you keep going?
Dropping eggs like Yoshi.
Damn, they smell good. Wouldn't that be funny? I'm making a lot of money. Oh shit, we call that berry. Put that fruit down. Damn, call it a cherry. Oh fuck!
I'm getting. Get
him off the stage.
I'm getting shivers now.
Kick him off the stage and take his coat. Call him because he doesn't get it back. But just like the guy from Infel Down, wiki page was down, so I couldn't find his name.
But I want to say.
That's a funny joke.
But I want to say, every single fucking anime rap is literally just name the character, one wiki sentence about them, move on.
Line, refer to character, line, reference, go, hey! In the background. Hit the dab.
It's just so funny because you are right.
When Nintendo Jones gonna be on this show? I would piss myself.
Most of them make no fucking sense if you don't have the video to watch what the fuck they're talking about.
I can't believe he made a song called the Daddy Song. If I call
Yeah, Ben, while you were gone.
Okay, you gotta make money, Rustage.
We
you
were
gotta
just
make
fucking
money.
talking about fucking anime rap.
Ben's not here.
Oh shit, he's still gone.
Bros, don't.
He came back and heard us talking about this and was like, you know
That's
what?
in the
Fuck these
Discord, bros. You're not supposed to point out they leave.
That's Blake's fault. He talked to him when he wasn't
I
here.
know. God, he's so bad at that. Can we talk about the good part of this show where we showed a character that I like?
Ben was like, rock, paper, scissors. I'm gone.
Walk out.
Oh, I was like, fuck me, Liam. That was so good. Wait a minute. Wait. This thing got bars.
Oh, I'm so sorry that it
If
was
Shofu was here, he'd pause the video and go, okay. Okay. That's not so bad. That's not so bad. Let's hear. Let's let him finish. Let the man finish.
Okay, but yeah. So a man walks up and blows.
I'm sorry. I got mine broken by a rock, paper, scissors. He's gone.
Okay.
Come on, we have to get over it. Stop.
No, it's so fucking funny because I'm trying to think I've heard that line before.
We're devolving.
That probably was stolen from one of those shitty videos. I know there was a bunch with shitty Gone raps that we.
It's so dude. Hunter x Hunter rapping on Hunter x Hunter is the most surreal experience. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? Dude, we need to see if Attack on Titan has raps. Oh, fuck.
Shut the fuck up. I don't want to talk about this right now.
Let's get back
We're
on
doing
topic.
something. Okay, so the bear blows up, and then a guy walks up and goes, howdy.
Okay. Hot take. Adam is based. I like Adam.
Yeah, I like
Adam.
Adam.
Adam is the first character we've seen.
Adam is a real character like Pearl. Okay, Adam is cool. So Adam is like described. I saw art of Adam, and it's okay, but it's my same problem with the artist I always had. And I saw fan art of him that made him seem way better. But he's introduced as this like guy with like a cool jacket and like a cowboy sort of big hat. He's got like a bomb. He's smoking a cigarette. And he's got this country accent. And he's like this chill bounty hunter who I like is introduced as like, listen, I don't give a fuck if you're pirates because y'all don't have bounties. So like, no sweat. I'm not gonna fucking hunt you for no reason. Just like, ooh, good establishment of character.
Also, during his description, Rustage said, he said he has scars tattooed on his face.
Yes.
Which is a very funny way to misspeak.
Yes, exactly.
I'm just thinking of some asshole who tattooed scars on his face to look cooler.
Exactly.
It is very funny.
Here's the art they gave of him in the official one. But I really like
this guy deserves it.
Yeah, I really like the fan art version of him on the right.
That's way better.
That is so much better for One Piece. That is a very based interpretation.
That does look like a rip of Mr.
It definitely is
Mr. 5.
Damn it, I'm a fake fan.
All this shit is literally just traced, obviously, but I like the idea. But anyway, because you can see his spurs here. So Adam's cool. He's like, I'm a treasure hunter, and I bounty hunt for, like, the side for fun. So I'm here in this place looking for items, and William speaks to him. And I don't know if you guys picked up on this, but he did something very cursed, which was Tekking was so enthralled by a new character that's speaking to him, they started to subtly take on his accent and was having southern inflection sneak in once in a while in his sentences. Because he's talking to a Western guy, and it made me want to fucking put him in a headlock.
Yeah, it's
my notes on this conversation was, this guy is too cool, and Tekking can't think of one-liners fast enough.
Yes! My god, their conversations are so awkward!
It's like me doing that weird voice as Clara sometimes.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
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 No, it's like if you talk to Viridian and just started fucking talking like him. It's like, Tekking is getting pulled into his aura because, like, listen, man, Rustage and Duros, and Lost Paws are mogging everyone for characterization. And Rustage just put down a cool One Piece character. And suddenly, the game has changed. Because Adam's like a good character who's like saying shit. And the conversations is William going, I don't know what I could say. I'm cool too. Anyway, conversation's over. Because I genuinely think this reveals the worst world where he's having William seem cool. He thinks he's trying to go for that, and he's failing over and over and realizing it.
Yeah, and Adam in response just speaks up every time William like says something retarded, and it's like, okay, whatever. So I think we could probably help each other out. I just want the fucking gold that's buried here. So why don't we just work together and you can take whatever the fuck you want.
Gold here. He talks over him.
Yeah, he literally, like, Adam literally just ignores him to basically say, like, yeah, so let's just, like, help each other, find the gold, find whatever the fuck is making it so we can't find the gold, and just, like, you know, help each other, because I can't I can't fucking blow up all this fucking snow. I've tried.
Yeah, it keeps reapplying. Can't keep digging fast enough.
And I was really expecting William to just, like, kill this guy the second they found the treasure.
Dang.
That's why he's speaking so fast. It's to stop that from happening.
Maybe next episode that'll happen and I'll fucking beat Tekken to death.
I think this guy's the crewmate.
Maybe.
I can see it.
I know.
He's got
he's giving me rival energy.
He's giving me Jesse energy.
I'm gonna beat you to death in your slate.
He walks up and says, "Howdy, Ben." That's all you need.
Huh?
I like him. I hope Tekken calms down. This feels like a very frantic Tekken episode.
Blake,
I hope this episode is like his turning point. Yeah.
Blake, if this guy had the friction fruit and just bowled his bombs.
Oh, I'd lose it.
That's what I envision when I'm picturing this guy's art.
I'd lose my mind if he's literally just Foley. Because we got the bombs, that's about it, but if he gets the friction fruit, that'd be so fucking funny.
That definitely doesn't have Foley's attitude.
Worry, we had first play.
No, definitely not, but I don't know why me seeing the funny bowling bomb.
Well, it's because that was Foley used the bombs the most when you first encountered him, like you're first encountering this guy.
Yeah, and then he dropped them and got soulless.
I agree.
Boxing. That's fucking gay, dude. Oh, he's trying to get this guy peeing bombs now? Little AstroTurf. He only has like 2 of those on his crew. I don't know if he'd learn how to use that.
He still uses them.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. We'll see. Reject dial? More like reject character.
Gee. Holy shit, don't just speak the truth at me. Jesus.
Hey, Liam, you want to get together and write a rap about Blake's game?
Wow! Holy shit!
I'm white.
Fans,
I bet I could talk
check out our
Richard
content
just to torture Blake if we do a rap.
Please don't.
I can't rap, but maybe
if I randomly wake up and
Liam, a lot of people can't rap.
I know.
Liam, it's like 90% just finding the beat.
Sorry, guys. I couldn't prep the game this week. I was doing a jam session with Liam and Richard.
If I wake up and you've posted a fucking rap about my game on the channel, I'm going to like explode.
Freebeats.com.
I'm just gonna tell you right now, guys, the joke isn't gonna work anymore because the only thing that would be worth for is if you literally just didn't tell Blake and did it. Like if you literally did not mention this and you go, yeah, enjoy whatever you do, Blake. Guys, we need to write this rap right now. We just came up with this shitty rap.
Hey guys, you like doing anything? You guys want to play some Elden Ring? I haven't seen anyone around today.
Busy. Yeah, we're just about to finish something, so it'll be good.
I think we'd have
I do that line again. Okay, yeah. Attract them bitches like Ron. I attract hoes like Ron. I repel foes like Ron. Liam, I think we need to alter the song.
I burned out towns like Ron.
Call this Cherryana because it's
not even a rap. It's just saying I X like Ron.
You just say things he did.
Like Ron.
X like Ron.
I'll put you Cherryana because I'll put you in the pit. Now you're really in the real shit.
Well, like the rap.
I like the energy, but
the rap is entirely focused on like the first 5 sessions.
Yeah, it's because that's how much they watch. That's where all the cool fight animations were in. Okay, let's talk about the podcast. Fuck. Okay, Adam's cool. There's not a lot to say bad about him because he doesn't do anything bad besides be dropped by the other characters refusing to hold conversations with him that are coherent. Bottom line is, he's like, yeah, I'll fucking look for the treasure with you guys. I don't have a problem with you. Maybe if you become Pirates Worthy someday, I'll come fuck you up. He'll regret this later because he'll learn in the papers that William's a fucking sociopath.
So he also talks about Captain Marrow because he says he's seen Captain Marrow, and he basically says Captain Marrow is pretty fucked up, and he literally impales people with his bones, and then like drinks some milk.
Then he drinks milk. He's like a hardcore scary Marine. He's like the Marine boogeyman here.
Yeah, and it's like, holy fuck.
That's cool. That's some hype up shit. I like the hype up Marrow.
They just killed this
Adam is someone who's also apparently they could have heard about. He says he's like, I got a reputation. He's like, I'm bigging up the Marine captain. It's like, okay, I like Marrow being bigged up.
And William
William
literally just always takes the most weird schizo angle that he doesn't need to of like, yes, I like to act like I know this man.
Yeah.
Like, why?
Yeah, okay, in Tekking's head, he's still like a potential enemy, so he's trying to like get in his good graces, I think. I don't know. I really think Tekking has just fallen in love with the diplomacy, bluff checks, let me fucking do anything. I think he's just literally gotten obsessed with that this episode.
God, bluffing is such a like I'm just
give me your hot take.
That if you if you in character when speaking cannot form a cohesive sentence, it doesn't matter what your bluff check roll is. If you sound like a fucking dribbling,
just because I can't swing a sword, you fucking I can't fucking. I don't know, Blake. Head guy if I can't swing a fucking sword, Blake.
I don't know, Blake. Roll convention to convince me.
Yeah,
if you you misspoke, Liam. Automatically banned.
I've been sent to the Shadow Realm, like
Yugi. I've been sent to the Shadow Realm like Yugi, but now I'm gonna rise again like Yami.
Put your face down like I'm setting a card.
Nah, Blake had the better one.
Well, mine wasn't even a joke. It was just stating a thing from Yukio.
No, in comparison to Noah.
Whoa, you're right.
Fucking but yeah, so it's like Captain Marrow is really hardcore. By the way, you just like murdered his dad in cold blood. So we'll see where that goes. Hopefully somewhere it's literally not just ignored, which
I'm with Ben. I hope it's fucking ignored so they don't have to bring these characters back to being psychopaths.
I'll remember though. But fucking like God. So yeah. I mean, I really hope every time we meet any character that has any form of notoriety at all, William just takes the schizo angle of like just acts like he knows them, and like because it's like I don't know about you guys, but I'm sitting here being like, what's the benefit of doing that?
Like I said earlier, there's the same question. He's getting his good graces so he doesn't aggro.
But this guy seems pretty friendly.
No, he's an NPC. He's an issue.
I would like to just suggest something. For as long as William acts like a psychopath, we should refer to him as William Afton.
Yeah, Afton. I agree. He has purple eyes.
Because he literally is a psychopath.
I agree.
And everyone around him just goes along with it.
They're the freaks for literally putting up with it.
I mean, God, dude, I want to fuck Pearl as much as the next guy, but like...
I would not be okay with this. It'd be like, Pearl? For real? For fucking real, Pearl? Get out! You were okay with this?
You were really...
Get out of my house!
Like, shot a guy, like an old man.
In cold blood. You pointed out how fucked up it was, Pearl.
Those were your words.
Those are your words, Pearl. Okay, so they get there, they start to climb the mountain. And they're like, oh, it's a giant. Oh, I forgot.
You're skipping a joke.
Yeah, you can say the joke, but I also forgot to mention that Adam goes like, sees Pearl and goes, oh, I know who you are. Anyway, I won't say it if you want to keep it private. No one cares. No one reacts. Wow, guys, Jesus.
Well, he just said he was gonna keep it private.
Holy shit, guys. Not even like a trying. They don't like William's just like, yeah, whatever, I don't fucking care. Jesus. I'm not asking you to suck the NPC's toes, but jeez, they fucking hate Pearl.
It's best to respect those type of things now, and he said he didn't want to talk about it.
It's badass. True.
You making fun of me?
Yes.
I wasn't trying to, but yeah, fair enough.
Oh man. All right. So before they find out it's a giant, he describes the terrain of like two big hills as like two knees.
It's really subtle.
This is where the Titans live.
To which Tekking says once again, this is gonna sound fucked up. But is there like a cave or something between the two knees?
Tekking's plan is to go inside the giant. And everyone goes, hey, what are you fucking talking about? What the fuck are you talking about? And he basically goes, I don't know. I thought it was a good idea.
Maybe he didn't know it was actually a giant.
I don't know.
I don't think it was exactly spelled out. Maybe it was like a dead giant.
Maybe.
Or a statue of a person.
Yeah, maybe a big hand.
Everything's theater of the mind.
A big hand. The Titans that have been sealed here for 1,000 years.
They just started also hearing a crying noise the whole time.
Did we? Oh, never mind.
Yeah, screaming because the giant's crying.
Right.
They get there and they're like, oh, fuck, I think this is a giant. Hey, Ragnar, can you like scream? And he does. And quote, the giant's head comes down peering through the clouds. Once again, illustrating that this is like a giant sitting down, so his body is stood up and his knees are in front of him. That is what's going on. He just leans down. He's that fucking big. Anyway, his eyes are crying and the tears fall mid-flight because he's like high enough and like that's how science works, dude. I don't know. They're just like, oh, what do we do? And Duros is like, well, you should like talk to him. And Willie's like, well, yeah, I guess my first instinct was to kill him, but I guess he is kind of big. Everyone looks at William again, like, what the fuck? And Ragnar's like, yeah, I want to do that too. They just ignore them, and Duros is like, hey, what's up? And in the very pathetic voice, Rustage sobs out with his giant, explaining to him that he's looking for his lost pet, Polly the polar bear. Which, two funny things. One, fuck you, Rustage. This is such a cringe setup to just fuck with players for no reason. Two, Polly the polar bear, infamous character from the Mundane Matt universe, where he'd go into a Target and find a totally polar bear, and he would do a funny polar voice and talk and make the polar bear say, bleep this out, the N-word over and over and over again in a public Target. Notorious Mundane Matt bit. Had me dying that it was just Polly the polar bear. My favorite bit.
Yeah, I don't know what he's talking about either.
They killed a racist polar bear. Very good. So that was justified. They immediately are like, okay, well, we murdered his polar bear. How do we fix this? William said, well, I could skin it and put it on Ragnar. Or no, put on Duros, sorry. Everyone once again goes, okay, Captain, I would be stuck here then. And what the fuck also? Yeah. They are just like, they're talking for a while about, like, should we give him a different pet? Like, Ragnar is screaming autistically, William, let's just fucking kill it!
That's just fucking...
In the middle of a conversation, it's just like, I guess he's just... I can't tell if Briggs is getting bored or if he thinks that's really funny. And they're just acting like retards for a long time. And how's this solved?
Well, they first try being like, all right, I'll lie to him. Say the polar bear, we saw him on a different island.
Yeah.
Which, you know what? Which is... Maybe it works.
I think Rustage makes a little too much fun of him for this one. I think, you know...
Like, technically... you probably don't say, oh, he was swims. You could be like, oh, I saw a marine ship pass by and they had a polar bear prisoner and took him to this island.
Or, like, technically, if you just roll a 20, you convince them of anything.
Okay, Blake, don't get doomer pilled here. But you're right. They were basically rolling for the 20's sake.
God.
They say, like, oh, well, are there any other polar bears here? No. Like, oh, well, why can't you leave to go look for him? And he's like, well, I was told not to leave by Captain Marrow. He hurt me. He told me not to leave. He told me not to cause trouble. It's like, okay. And then he's just like, I don't know. What do we do? Like, you give them the fish. And
Do we just stir us up in the corpse? Oh, we butchered it.
No, we butchered it. Okay, funny. Okay, what if we put fish eyes on boots? Really? Okay. And Rustage's like, yeah, that could work. They're talking about it as players. And Rustage's like, that's not a bad idea, randomly. And they're just like, what? Are you fucking... What? Are you fucking serious?
Yeah, that's what they wrote in the module here.
What? Literally, that's what they wrote, moments.
That's the only solution to the puzzle they wrote down.
And they're like, no, it's not. So they're like... Go ahead. No.
Sorry, I was about to say, that being like the answer makes you like question everything about the situation. Because it's not like the players chose to kill the polar bear. They got into a fight with it because it randomly appeared and then he blew it up. They had literally... That's
what I meant.
They did not do anything.
That's what I was saying earlier. Like, this is his most egregious thing he did as a GM this session, is he did this fucked up cringe, like, haha, oops, you killed it. Like, that is never fucking epic, dude.
It's never cool, and he didn't even do it in the way where it's like, it's the player's fault.
Oh,
it's like, no, you threw a polar bear at them. If you just like had a polar bear just hanging out and then decided to murder it, then yeah, sure, this could be your
like
funny
he was being territorial and go around the other way, it's a bit longer or something, or it was like the bandit wasn't like trying to kill you, just wanted to steal things and he begged for his life, or like, even if you want it to be fucked up, like, oh fuck, they did something fucked up by accident without knowing. It's not that, you did something fucked up without knowing. It's you did something fucked up without knowing that is now progression blocking you for a funny conversation.
You defended yourself from a wild polar bear. You didn't even do anything fucked up.
Yeah, this is completely normal. A wild being attacked them.
They didn't even kill it.
Adam did. An NPC then killed it.
Yeah, I know.
There is nothing they could have done to stop the situation from happening. So it's just a little fucking forced, dude. A little fucking forced.
It's one of those things that make me just be like, what? Literally, what's the point?
What was the deal, dude?
What's the point of any of that?
Thanks, dude.
Thank you, Adam. You could just do that without this.
Yeah, kind of fucked us all over for no reason, but awesome.
Yeah, Adam's on the island blowing holes in the snow with bombs. You could have just ran into him first. And probably should have.
And he's like, yeah, it's like a fucking island. Yeah, I mean, yeah, fuck, we can look for it together because it'll save me probably like fucking multiple days.
Yeah, you can have whatever's in there. I just want the treasure.
Because like the whole
we might have to kill him when we open.
But like the whole snow, the whole like snow thing is also just like it doesn't fucking like the snow piles up every time you fucking like blow out shit. It's like heavily snowing. Turns out that doesn't fucking matter. It's just behind the giant.
Oh my god, you're right.
There's just like a fucking cave behind the giant.
Oh yeah.
Who fucking cares how you shovel snow? It doesn't matter.
Nah, he had to blow the shaft open with his bomb.
Well, yeah, but that's like...
If he did that, the snow would obviously pile up and be impossible to pass in a second.
Like the giant being this big because, like, it's snowing because the giant's crying in the clouds. It's like...
He literally King Zora, shuffled to the right to let you through. Like, fuck off. Fuck off.
You give him a boot with googly
eyes. Alright, you didn't say it in the form of a rap, so you don't get no points.
Shuffle to the right, call me King Zora. Looking for that fresh pussy, call me Ruto.
Doesn't even rhyme.
Dude,
12? I don't give a fuck. She's a fish.
I am currently nailing, like, a nail into my forehead.
Dude, you don't want to be in all the different versions of Link Cipher.
Okay, so they walk.
Oh, Blake,
so they walk.
You're absorbing nail like Piccolo.
I'm going to the classic. Call me a
Shut
Link
the
to the
fuck
past.
up! They walk into the cave after the giant fucking moves. The giant's just named the Giant, by the way. No fucking name. Who gives a shit? So they walk into the cave. Adam just fucking like blows up the entrance so they can fucking walk in, and they just see there's a hole. They look to each other. Who goes down first? Immediately got session over.
It's so abrupt and really funny.
They slam these session endings. So
he literally
hard.
says, "All right, to be continued," and then the fucking YouTube video ends.
I want the after discussion.
Where's the players going? Oh, I was having so much fun.
I want them to be like, "Hey, man, that was fucked up."
yeah, that's something we always do because it feels like a good cool off to the sessions of being like, "Hey, oh, dude, that was like so much fucking fun."
Yeah,
I need fucking.
Or I need my players to lie to me.
Or sorry, multiple of us being that's so much fucking fun than one person taking the role, but hey, it was okay.
Cringe. Yeah.
You can say his name.
I need the Grim campaign. Everyone going like, "Oh, it was so cool, Pog!
Oh, Eddie, Eddie, damn you, Eddie!"
They're still getting paid for that.
They're getting paid for that. He mutters painfully.
But yeah, so it just ended. What are our impressions of episode 2? Stop talking about raps so we can end this fucking thing.
The show's.
I want to fuck Pearl and I hate William.
Okay, anyone else?
I see these motherfuckers like a deep freeze. Double.
Fuck off! You literally were you didn't even put any thought to it. You just said double jump and hoped you thought of something in the moment.
This series like Braid.
Shut the fuck.
Legs.
Series like Braid. Shit, this got legs.
Okay, never mind. If you like,
hey, right now in the podcast to be continued. In the podcast to be continued right now. In the podcast to be continued right now.
If you like what we do here,
whoa.
What? I fucking told you.
I had a thought.
Yeah. Is it like a follow up to double jump?
No, don't let Noah talk. You had your say.
Can we
double jump like Sonic?
Can we have a quick like little show of
like
hands?
Sonic? I'm quick like Sonic.
Did we? So like Verona said like less than 10 words this episode, right?
Yeah. Verona's best line was the one I made up.
He basically said like Captain, there's shit in their horizon a couple times. He barely spoke at any of the discussions. He complied with William's brutalities, and then I don't remember him talking much on the island. Besides at one point hearing the crying of the giant, and then my favorite line going to Duros. Hey Duros, I don't know if we should tell the captain about this because he hears someone crying and is scared William will go kill them. I need you to understand that is something that happens.
It's again, Verona has some pretty good lines, but he just doesn't talk enough.
By the end of the session, yes, exactly. By the end of the session, Verona's trying to keep things from their captain because he's scared of what he'll do with the knowledge. I really like that part where he would go up to Ivy and go, yeah, I don't know if we should tell Ron about this fight pit on the arena. I've seen him do some really fucked up shit.
You fight like an animal.
Fight like an animal. Call me.
I'm scared of you.
I stopped myself.
Oh man, that was on that fucking island. I forgot that detail.
Yeah.
Oh,
balance.
We had a cool player fight. It was awesome.
Wait, did you?
Yeah, where I rolled 1 4 times.
Yeah, Blake, because we entered the tournament.
Ron was holding back.
Yeah, Blake, because we entered a local tournament. You had us fight in the last.
Yeah, Blake, you made the mistake of letting player versus player combat unironically.
You let us go into the tournament. We met each other at the end.
Huh.
Yeah. Huh.
You remember that? Don't give me the huh.
No, it's at the flip side tournaments before you were there in the game, Ben.
You remember that?
You're a lying ass bitch.
It's the session that I met Foley before you joined.
Alzheimer's like I'm the Arthur. Dead man in the shack. William killed me.
Yeah.
I'm the crying child. William killed me.
Show.
Dude, can we go watch?
Go.
Can we go watch
Spirit gun? Hit him with the one and run a gun.
Shut up!
Can we go watch some?
Gun. Now I'm on the run from the popo.
Dude, can we go watch some more FNAF theories after
Crime
this?
Patrol.
No.
Why not?
Why not?
Wait, is the podcast over?
I'm
Finally?
waiting for Noah to give his last fucking take.
No. I was talking
no, shut up. Noah doesn't get to talk anymore. Noah doesn't get to talk anymore.
It was for Brona saying he's scared of their own.
Noah doesn't get to talk anymore.
Okay, guys, what happens in the next episode? You know what? Let's have a quick segment where we quickly predict some things that happen in the next episode and see if we're accurate.
What Ron
I
finds
think whose devil fruit is gotten first? Is it William?
It's Williams, 100%. There's
we all know
no...
what his devil fruit is, right? We all remember.
I have
from
no idea.
Yeah.
I remember.
Liam, you don't know?
No.
Yeah,
we will not spoil it for you then.
I will.
If I think about it, I'll probably remember it.
Do you think it's going to be cringe, Liam, or do you think it'll be okay? Also, do you think it'll be a devil fruit that's already been established or a custom one?
I think it's cringe. I think it's probably.
You think it's cringe?
It's
cringe.
cringe.
You think it's one that's already been in the series or an OC one?
An OC one. They're not that stupid, right?
It's a cringe OC one. We have them on record. Okay, that's good. I think within the next episode they'll get the devil fruit, and William will immediately start assuming like Adam is going to turn hostile immediately. And there will be a very awkward conversation where Rustage tries not to have his character he likes be murdered by them randomly.
I think they won't talk to the giant next episode before they leave.
It's strong.
100%.
I suspect that next episode, Pearl is going to do very little yet again, have a couple lines, but it's gonna just be acting like she's suddenly just way more friendly with everyone. Like every session she's getting like
Did you just laugh?
Every session she's just getting a bit more friendly, but like there's no justification on screen we see besides like I guess she likes old men being murdered. Like
all right,
there's no reason
like that.
Hey, new segment from me. Get this fucking old ass shit out of here. This is a segment that's gonna continue for the rest of the series, I think. Why does Blake not like Pearl? It's angering me.
It pisses me off.
This character is a Blake character. This is a character they go, yes, this is a Blake character. Not the player.
Like he
character.
likes these characters.
Yes, it fucks me up. Blake is not like Pearl. It fucks me up.
That's what I said. I thought he'd like Pearl.
It fucks me up.
But what's your prediction
me up, dude.
for what happens, Ben?
I don't care.
Well, you're not
I'm
yeah,
sorry.
Very
Okay.
William of you, Ben.
Afton?
Yes.
Don't distract him. He was trying.
Guys,
yeah.
Guys, I think this conversation's being a bit of a roundabout to be continued.
No, that's not.
Holy fuck! Holy shit! I had to suck in a breath and not fucking hang myself.
End it,
That's
please.
awful. No,
No, don't end
Ben,
it.
What's your future
Okay,
prediction?
what's gonna
Well, I
happen?
sleep my body like Brooks.
Here's what's gonna happen. I break into Rasage's room and
getting rich
execute
like
him.
Tom Nooks. Sorry, what'd you say?
Tom Nooks is an anime
He said a
character.
joke.
What'd you say?
I'm from the tribe like Tom Nook.
Very
Okay,
cool.
now I had to cut it because we're getting into dangerous waters.
No, it's
They
fine.
Like
get it.
Luffy.
Shut
Luffy.
Beat my fucking student like how Master Eric is.
Yeah, so doing Kingdom Hearts rap. Okay.
Kingdom Hearts.
Oh my
OC.
god, can I please get a Kingdom Hearts rap?
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. Man. I did one earlier.
If you
Freeze on ice that bitch.
if you like what we do here, please like, comment, and subscribe. Even though we're devolving
Whoa.
Double jump on them.
Before we go, shut the fuck up. All right, here you go. New viewer question. Third one. New viewer question. Fuck, man. It's getting hard to think of these. Who do you like the most out of us?
Shut up.
I'm sorry, this episode sucks.
Ben,
You don't answer me, Lee.
Ben,
Suck.
just like fucking Noah when he said double jump, you just started that without a point and just hoped you thought of
No,
something.
I didn't. I won.
All right. Which series would you prefer a rap from? The Dude on Pirates or the Steam Supernova?
Yeah,
That's
which
the
one?
user
Even though we know the answer,
Or
it's
the 5e
RWBY.
game.
Shut
Or the
up.
5e game. That's true. Or
Back from the dead, like
critical
Zelos.
role. We'll go hard for the
fuck
fourth one.
Critical role.
Yeah, we'll make a critical role one.
I
With our favorite-
I fucking bet there's a critical
Oh,
role.
never
rap.
mind. Fuck your question. New viewer question. Fourth
Jesus
one.
Christ.
New viewer question. Which one of use each of us and which one of the critical role casts are we most like? Go. There.
Oh, you can
That's
answer that
that's the new
question.
viewer question.
Please
No.
do. I agree. All right, guess.
God damn it. Play the
I'm
fucking
sorry.
outro.
If you like what we do here, please like, comment, and subscribe. Continue checking out our
Is
podcast.
this pre-recorded?
Shut up, Ben.
Fucking shut the fuck
Ben.
up.
Mute him.
We also have a RWBY Tabletop game, the Records of Remnant, and a One Piece D&D tabletop game that comes out on this channel.
He found it.
Please enjoy, and tune in next time. Stay safe.
Grab yourself a seat and keep those hands in the vehicle at all times. You're about to be taken on a ride through the untamed wilds of internet role-playing. Observe them in their natural habitat.
So you head out.
You know that'd be funny. I didn't know there'd be consequences.
Enjoy the splendor of their spurgery.
Felix, who is the lion fauna,
And feast your eyes upon the questionable creations of internet randoms.
Actually, I've never DM'd before.
This is the Supernova Safari.